We are live here, world famous comedy store. I'm with Argent Hamilton. Woo! Comedy store royalty. There's Mitzi would be 90 years. No, no, forget the show. The show's still going. And we have, yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. And we have Harry Basil on the line. Is that true, Harry?
Repeat that last question. I'm going to have better reception in a couple of seconds. We're pulling into Baker,
Are you guys
home
at a
of the
rest
world.
stop trying to have sex? That's so gross.
No. We're pulling into Baker, where the world's largest rectal thermometer is, because I want to have my temperature taken.
You suddenly have a craving to get your temperature taken anally?
Yeah, because they've got the world's biggest thermometer here, rectal thermometer. Here, I'll show you. There it is. See?
There it is. See? I kept her on tour with Harry in Bakersfield.
Anyway, we're in Baker. Argus, you remember driving to Baker, going to the dunes? Pulling into the light.
Is Argus there?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh my God. Is that true? That you don't remember driving there but not driving back? How
Going right now.
When did you get better reception?
No, pull in under the light.
She's asking you a question.
I don't think so.
What I like is that they're fighting in the car.
No, we're not fighting. We're not fighting.
We're trying to get reception.
We're just trying to get better reception.
You were listening.
Say hi to Laura and tell her. Okay. How's that now? Is that better?
It started buzzing.
Hey, guys.
She's playing, trying to, but nothing's coming up on here at all.
No images coming
Yeah, we're
up?
having tech trouble. I apologize. I'm not.
Is it on my end or your end?
I don't know.
Huh.
All week. Argus is here all week, guys. Try the deal. I'm trying. I saw what you put up today, but I didn't get a chance to read it. And it was Harry put it up. It was a letter that Mitzi hand wrote you guys.
Yeah, that was. I guess I had sent her a dozen roses for her birthday, and I saved it, and I had it in a photo album, and I wound up scanning it. So when I saw that it was her birthday today, I looked on my laptop and I had it in a file.
Oh, okay. And what
did you get?
But I didn't see what it said. So what?
Oh my God, it was really sweet. She said, "Harry, thank you so much for the beautiful roses on my birthday. Thank you for being so special, and for being you, and for being such a great part of our family, the Comedy Store. And I love you too." Because I guess I must have said I love you in my note to her. And it was really sweet seeing it with that distinguishable handwriting of hers, you know?
Yes. Serial killer like handwriting.
Yeah.
You would write something. It was like cryptic. You're like, oh, I feel like I should turn this in instead of read it.
Well, I loved how her signature was on our checks, because I still have my very first check from Westwood for $12.50 that I never cashed. And it had her signature on it. It's pretty cool. But I sent that to Paulie today. I texted it to Paulie.
The check or?
No, not the check. the whatchamacallit, the letter, and he thought that was really sweet. You know, we're gonna get together next week. He lives in Vegas now. Yeah.
I know, it's exciting.
You all opened the room at the Tropicana with the first.
Is Argus talking?
He was.
No, I saw the strings. I saw the strings moving, so I thought maybe his mouth was moving. I don't know if she got that, but I saw your body move.
I was trying to double check to make sure your room opens September 1st with the Tropicana.
Oh no, this is going to be a nightmare. People are complaining.
No, she's saying, do you want me to get your laptop going? But I don't think there's Wi-Fi here at the Chevron in Baker. So we're confused with my dad. But I hear you both now.
By the palm tree.
You know, I want to tell a story. When I first started working at the Comedy Store, I got hired as a doorman. And somebody, I think Joanne introduced me to Mitzi. And I had this really weird vintage Wyatt Earp suit. And I don't know why I bought it at a vintage clothing store. But when I was introduced to Mitzi, I was wearing the suit. And she hired me because she liked the suit. But I never wore it again after that. That night, it had nothing to do with what I wanted to do on stage. She's like, oh, I like the suit, the Wyatt Earp suit. But you know, she always went by a hunch, you know what I mean? Or clothing or something like that, you know? So you know, I just thought that was kind of cute. And go ahead.
Weren't you her runner for a while as well?
I was her runner. I was a doorman and I was her runner. I think I was making like $35 a day as the runner.
Wow.
25 as a doorman, and then $15 spots or whatever over in Westwood. And my car had broken down, so I had a little Honda Passport scooter. So my first prop bag was those little bags that she gave us with the Comedy Store logo on it, those little travel bags. That was my first prop bag. So my act was only like 10 minutes. You know,
that's only two props, Harry.
Because that's all I could fit in there, right? And then when I was the runner, I would use the red truck, Argus, and I destroyed the truck. I said I knew how to drive a stick, but I didn't. You know? So I remember calling Michael Becker one night. I was in front of the Magic Castle, and it just died. And I think I had taken it home and I wasn't supposed to. So Mike said, oh, we'll just tell her you were running an errand and it died when you were running an errand. Because the errands were all the same. I don't know if you remember, Argus, but it was like, all right, go pick up the movie, the 16 millimeter film for Monday night in the main room. Remember, they would show the 16, and then I would have to go get her cigarettes at Rexall Drugs. Right. I'd have to get a smoothie at some place near Tower Records. And then every once in a while, I would have to go buy her a cassette. And that's how I wound up writing my act. I was never into music. And I went to Tower Records to get her a Barbra Streisand cassette. And I saw the soundtrack section of, movie soundtracks. And I kind of wrote my act, right there. I saw like Rocky and Flashdance. So, if it wasn't for going
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Risky Business.
Oh, Risky Business, right.
Yeah. So I would go and I grabbed all of these albums and Laura was my friend at the time. We weren't dating, but she had like a turntable LP player with a cassette connected to it so I can edit the music. And the first time I did the music, I was back in the OR because she closed. Can you hear me?
Yes, we just let Dom in, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. And I remember I was performing in the OR and I followed Richard, Robin, and Rodney. And I went on.
Shit.
Yeah, and I don't remember which order, but some people still stuck around. Oh, there's Dom. Oh my God, it's like looking in a mirror.
By the way, who's running this thing? I was late. I got a lot of stuff to do here. I'm turning down offers, but I got a lot of irons.
Really?
I'm gonna have to cut it short.
He doesn't mean that. He doesn't mean that in a bad way, by the way.
Oh God.
Hey, Dom, I posted a picture of you and I the other day. It was actually two fat Hawaiian women on a scooter.
That's us.
I said,
Why
Dom
make fun of me? That's
Irera,
what I'm thinking.
I said, Dom Irera and I on the Big Island in 1999. It got a lot of likes.
It got a lot of likes. No sad faces.
No. But you know what was fun? When we used to play the Dunes, and the first night, Monday night, Mitzi would take us all out to like a gourmet dinner.
Yeah.
And either at the Sultan's Table or the Dome of the Sea. And she would,
top of the dunes.
yeah, and the wives and girlfriends weren't. They didn't come up till the weekend, so it was all.
They were hiding.
Yeah, it was all special for Mitzi. You know what I mean? She was the center, and she had all of her boys and girls around her. And
it was the carousel going around her. She always engineered.
Yeah. It was fun. And I remember one night, Argus, we were, and there's a picture that I posted today with Jeff Altman and Louis Anderson, I, and George. And we were at
There's a bunch of lookers.
Yeah. we were at the Sultan's Table, and we were talking about Robin, and Louis was saying like Robin never really did anything for his friends like Dave did. Like Dave would put all the guys on his show, and Jeff got real defensive about it and got up and kind of stormed away from the table. But Louis was just trying to get under Jeff's skin for some reason, you know?
I just remember that week, George Miller's girlfriend, Mitzi, caught George Miller's girlfriend going through the Dunes crowd, counting the crowd. Remember, to make sure that that Mitzi wasn't making too much money.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's so George. No.
And I remember one time working with George, and Mitzi had this guy kind of on the payroll. He would do reviews on the show.
Delaney. Joe Delaney.
Joe Delaney.
Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't behoove anybody in Vegas to give someone a bad review. You know what I mean? Even today. So some new comic that was on that week was like, "Oh, Joe Delaney's review is coming out tomorrow," and George goes, "Gee, I wonder if it'll be favorable." Because you know, every review was a glowing review.
We love Joe.
Oh, he was great. He was a Las Vegas legend.
Well, you know, to know Mitzi was to be part of the Hawaiian gig and the Vegas gig. Because if you didn't hang with her there, it would never, you know, the whole Mitzi and the whole deal. And what a fun she was and all that.
Did you do the Hawaiian gig, Argus?
Yes, I did.
And
in May of '85 with Alan Steven.
Whoa.
But I was just out of rehab, so I was safe. But that was it was at the Reef Hotel, right, Dom?
Yes, the Reef. It was the Reef.
The Reef, yeah. And Sandy ran it, and then her daughter Sandy ran it, and then Debbie Dean took it over and then hijacked it.
She took it over.
Yeah, she was. The guy that owned the place was kind of a good-looking, sexy guy, and I think Debbie slept with them. And it was kind of like, hey, you know all the comics. We don't need Mitzi. You know what I mean? You know,
that's right. That happened.
The Reef Comedy Club. And the week that went down, Andy Bumatai was there, who's a star over there in Hawaii, and Shirley Hemphill.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, and so Mitzi called and said, "Don't go on tonight. It's not a comedy store." So Tamayo didn't go on. Shirley still went on and got blackballed, which is sad.
It was the last time Shirley played the store. That's right.
Right. And Andy went on only out of loyalty to his Hawaiian fans.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his fans came down. You know what I mean? And he didn't want to disappoint. So unfortunately, Andy and Shirley were like never played the store again after that.
Yeah. But Tamayo would never have turned on Mitzi. Never.
No. You know, it's funny. Mitzi was so great. She helped so many of us. But sometimes she really didn't have her finger on what was going on. Like, okay, the director, he was part of a comedy team with Craig Nelson. Barry Levinson was looking for ethnic types for the movie Avalon, okay? And so Mitzi put this showcase together with Tamayo, Argus, and Charlie Labordi, and Danny Stone. and they were like, "What the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? And so then they went to the Improv and they saw like Kevin Pollak and a bunch of other proper acts. But it was just so funny how she just would do what she wanted to do sometimes.
Can I tell my first story with her?
Yes, please.
I was coming in from do Star Search, right? So I got an audition with Mitzi. Get the audition, I pass. She made me a paid regular, right? I'm like, holy shit. I go back to New York. How'd you do? I can't believe I passed. You paid regular? Yeah. Right. So I'm feeling good. I go back the next time. She totally forgot who I was. I was actually laughing because I said, "How you have to understand? I made this big fuss over myself in New York." And anyway, so I auditioned again, and Gary Shandling was there, and he kind of made her watch me. Remember how she would get distracted in the back of the original room?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
But she put you in Vegas right away, remember?
I worked Vegas and Hawaii before I worked the main room.
Wow.
And San Diego. I was on. She totally saved me financially because I was getting, I think, $1,200 a week. I worked like 4 weeks in a row.
Wow.
It was great. Yeah, it was. Barry Sobel helped me get the Hawaiian thing, and Argus, I met you at the pool. You might have seen the story. Argus was telling me, I have no idea who he is, and I think, well, he really looks like a guy that knows his stuff, and he knows smoking. And he told me that he stopped doing coke. Right? I said, well, I didn't even know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't care if you do whatever's best for you. Anyway,
I was telling everybody.
He was telling everybody, and I found out. Like, well, why did he tell me? I don't even care.
But he was still doing coke.
Yeah.
No,
Good boy.
I didn't get well till the next year.
You look great.
As a matter of fact, Harry used to come reclaim Mitzi's car from wherever bar I happened to be at. Remember?
I never saw you drinking.
Wow.
I was very secret about it the last year of that. But
now, have you ever?
Mitzi got together with Johnny Carson and with my dad, and the three of them together forced me to get well once and for all. And that's why I'm alive today.
I'm glad.
I owe my life to Mitzi.
The thing, she was so funny with me about the Italian thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Give me these black shirts. You gotta wear black. You're Italian, Dom.
Italian.
Yeah.
I forget that Gabardine was some crazy thing, and we were with that guy, that writer Joe, and her and I went shopping for me like I was a retarded kid. But
Hey, Argus, there's a cover of us on one of those Vegas magazines. It's really weird. It's you, myself, John Panette, and George, and we're all wearing white jackets. Mitzi must have gotten these white jackets and made us all wear these white jackets for the photo. It was so. Do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, yes. And thanks for bringing up John Panette. What a wonderful, funny guy he was.
Oh, he was great. He was.
You
great.
say a wonderful, sweaty guy?
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, he was
Boy,
great.
did he sweat. No.
I was on the cruise with him and the Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
With
Panette?
Panette? Oh,
And
wow.
He was crushing Percocet into vodka and drinking it.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Man's got to relax.
He's doing that. I remember.
But that was after the show, though. That was after the show.
Of course. Of
It
course.
was during the show, before the show.
Wow.
We had a lot of fun. And the thing that I tell people is
You don't want to tell your jokes too fast.
how much fun she was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She had to be more serious face here in Hollywood. But the other gig, she was a riot.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you a story about how quick she was, okay? I mean, she was really quick with it.
Yeah.
When Sandy Shore was about to get married down in San Diego, Sandy got Mitzi to take us to this beautiful Japanese restaurant right near where the San Diego Clippers played. All right. And it just so happened that Robin Williams and Sandy's fiance, myself, and Yakov were there because we were all getting ready for Sandy's wedding.
Okay.
What a country.
And Mitzi was told by Sandy that this Japanese lady who owns the restaurant is going to be giving it to her completely carte blanche. It's absolutely free. And Mitzi said, well, that's how nice of her. We'll go there. at the end of the dinner, we're talking, and it just so happens during the dinner that Robin and Yakov and me and the groom are all 29 years old.
Okay.
Okay. And Mitzi says, let's stop talking about age. Okay. Let's just stop talking about age. We go, okay. So finally, at the end of the dinner, the Japanese lady who owns this big restaurant comes over with the bill for $350 and gives it to Mitzi. And Mitzi looks at Sandy and says, I thought this was on the house. And you know, Sandy, she just said, oh, just pay it, Mom.
Yeah.
And she just steamed. Mitzi pulled out the American Express card. And so the lady Japanese owner comes over with this peach brandy with a glass for each of us and says, from my country to yours, I was raised during the war, but we're all friends now. And I could just see the steam coming out of Mitzi's ears. So to try to kiss up to Mitzi, the woman offered a toast, and she said, and you? And I said, here's to the B-29.
Okay.
And this woman just blanched, and Mitzi said, oh, no. What he meant to say was how nice it is to be 29. You see, all these guys are 29 years old. Oh, man, talk about a quick rescue. I was such a jackass.
It's hilarious.
I love that. Yeah, that's what Dom and I always joke about that Mitzi was very funny.
Yeah.
And in that show, I'm Dying Up Here, although there was a lot of great aspects to it, they made her seem like, or it wasn't really modeled after.
She had no bright side to her. She was just a nasty bitch.
Right. And Mitzi was very funny.
I guess I kept saying, I was telling that to Jim Carrey, not to be a name dropper. Very deep.
That's my Dom dropping name.
I would always try and help people get on, get past. And remember Hiram Caston? It was a New York comic.
Okay.
New York comic, and I said to him, Hiram, you have to be clean for the audition. What you do after you pass here, that's your business. You don't bother you, but you got to be clean. So he talks about like some guy, does it make him gay if he shits on the guy before him? The guy's still sitting there, whatever. So she doesn't pass me. He goes, Tom, where's your friend from? I said, New York. Tell him to go back to New York. That was the end of Hiram Caston.
Wow. There was always a unique energy when we saw that little silver Jaguar in that spot in the back,
Yeah.
And everybody was hoping that they would, that she would catch their set. And I think you were saying, like, if she was back in her booth and a comic was on and they saw another comic talking to her, they get a little pissed, like, hey, they're distracting her, right?
Yeah.
But do you guys remember Peter Potofsky, the clown? Yeah. He was a Ringling Brothers clown.
Right.
Mitzi had him be a doorman and entertain out in the street. But whenever she would pull up, she would always walk through the front door. You know what I mean? Like make a grand entrance and then make her way through the club. And Peter would just keep falling down in front of her to get her attention all the way until she got up to the top. And then he stopped, like he wasn't allowed through the door like a dog. You know what I mean? And everybody would like, did it work? Is it gonna, like the comments are going, he'd bang his head against the thing, he'd do a flip and everything. All right, Peter, okay. And I just thought that was so cute.
Did she ever pass him?
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen
inside.
It I don't think I've ever
of the club.
Did he ever work the inside?
Speaking of that car, speaking of the Jaguar, I was with her right after she hit that woman on Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
Oh, that's
okay.
Right.
So I was the runner then. Okay. And that intersection is a pretty, dangerous intersection. It's right in front of the Roxy and the building that was APA building, right? And if somebody slows down, like I think what happened was a van stopped for this woman to cross the street. There was no light. And Mitzi kept going and hit this woman. And she hit the windshield, broke the windshield and rolled off and was laying there. So I'm driving by the other direction and I see Mitzi's car with the windshield smashed. And I like pull over and jump out and the police are stopping me. I'm going, no, I think my boss was in an accident. And then I see her standing over there trying to light a cigarette. And she's like, Harry, I hit someone, right? So they did all of the exchanging of ID. And she says, come with me back to the store. So I locked the truck and I got in the passenger seat and it was the scariest fucking drive. It was literally 1 mile from the Roxy to the store. and she almost hit a couple of other people because she was
Shit.
trying to light her cigarette. I don't know what happened. Did she pay money? Did she pay? Did the insurance cover that, Argus? Or
Yeah, the
did she
insurance
wind up
covered
paying?
the whole thing.
Yeah, because I think the woman was okay. It was someone young.
Oh,
You know.
shit. They bounce
anyway.
back better at that age.
What?
Well, there's always a lot of action in front of the rock.
Listen, Rodney was a horrible driver too. Rodney would try to roll a joint while he was driving the car.
Makes sense.
And one time he pulled off from the 405 onto the 10 going the wrong way.
Oh.
And he goes, oh, shit. So he looks behind and starts to back up. It's the middle of the daytime. And I just saw my whole life pass in front of me. And from that day on, I always insisted on driving,
Oh, thank God
Did you
texting
read-
came along after he left.
There's a
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
on a motorcycle. There's a guy on a motorcycle with a full-on sound system.
I lost him. We lost him.
Yeah, no,
Harry's
I was showing you the Hell's Angels that were
driving
listening
by.
to, yeah.
Got it. I'm going to join that gang, I think.
Here's Laura.
Hi, I'm scary looking.
Hi, Laura.
guys.
Laura,
Hi,
say
Laura.
hi.
Hi, Argus.
Hey, Laura, how are you? Love your pictures on
Good.
Facebook. You still look 25.
Yeah.
She's
thank you.
29,
I
Argus.
don't think so. Not even. Thank you. I
You
miss
say
you
she doesn't
guys.
look good for her age?
Dom, I
Hi,
love
Dom.
you.
Love you too. Good to see
But
you.
we're in Baker.
Look how cute she is.
Oh,
God
my
bless her.
gosh. She's like a college cheerleader.
So Mitzi,
Argus, pull your pants up.
Mitzi would have been 90 today, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Wow.
Oh man.
You know what she used to hate her? I don't know if you
What?
ever did. I used to
Funny,
pick
she
her
was-
up.
She was always very sensitive about that. I was Mitzi's first runner in 1976, right after I got here from University of Oklahoma, and she made me doorman, Westwood, 9 o'clock MC,
Love her.
and her day runner.
I
Okay?
love her.
No, not for 5 years. Not
Oh,
for
really?
5 years. She still had Landsberg there for that.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the family, but I wasn't in the bed yet. So you have to work your way up.
You gotta work for
gotta
it.
just
You
have to
gotta earn it.
Listen. We all comics know how to do this.
She don't just give it.
You just listen to
Honestly-
any woman for 5 years, she'll go to bed with you.
He would get
So
so
here's-
frustrated.
here's
I
what I
would go
wanna
in the
say.
dressing. I go in
Wait
the
a minute.
dressing room and pick her up.
Wait
Just
a
hold
minute.
her.
I want-
and She
Oh.
she got so pissed, but she couldn't help laughing.
Oh, because you would pick her up.
I would
in your
literally
arms?
Pick her up. She was much lighter and I was much stronger.
Jesus.
Well, here's the
It
deal.
was just so funny because to see her like
Sorry.
reduced to like this screaming woman, as opposed to like Mitzi in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would she get
Hey.
mad at you?
Well,
No, she couldn't stay mad because she was laughing too much.
Oh, okay.
well, when I was running around town doing her errands, like Harry, when I was the runner, she had just purchased the Comedy Store, and she was
Oh,
renovating
wow.
the main room.
Oh,
I had
wow.
to run all over town picking up paint and all these supplies and stuff. And in those days, Mitzi was well known in the trade, so she could just pay for all the paint and everything I was picking up with a personal check.
Right.
Okay. And at that time, they would take your check and they would take her driver's license, and I would have to produce her driver's license. So she would give me your driver's license.
Holy
and the check,
shit. Yeah.
okay? However, they would always get a big kick out of it because they would take the check. They knew Mitzi, and they would take her driver's license to write it down. And she always had the year she was born scratched out. In
Of
pencil,
course.
'cause it's none of their fucking business.
That's
Every time I'd have to fill something out for her, she'd go, "Why do they need to know that?" I'm like, "It's the doctor's office. They're not going to hurt you. They're nobody. I'm not going to tell anybody." Like she would really get
Yeah.
uncomfortable with that.
Polly threw an 80th birthday party. Were you there, Harry? Dom, I'm sure you were.
Yes, we.
no, I
uh,
wasn't. I missed that.
Yeah. He threw an 80th birthday party for her at the
Harry
house
was
on
doing
Bohemian.
something for Bud Friedman that night.
Yeah, still thinks that Biff burned down the Improv.
It wasn't Biff. Who is? Yeah, go ahead. We got Mr. Clay coming in to say hello.
Oh, good.
He just sent me a picture that he's waiting.
I'm
Literally.
I'm so glad I booked him on my Ronnie Dangerfield special.
Guys, we got
Hey,
Harry's we got Harry. We got your whole lineup here.
Argus,
This-
Yeah.
you remember in Vegas, okay, we had a really beautiful green room in Vegas. It was like
Yeah.
2 different rooms,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
there were 3 bathrooms in
Right.
there, and we had this little old-fashioned TV, square box TV
Yeah.
in the
Did it work?
cabinet. But there was also overhead fluorescent lights, and
Yeah.
a lot of us used to turn it on and make the room brighter. Mitzi would
Uh-oh.
walk in, and she would shut it off right
Shut
away.
it all down.
She all wanted the sexy lights,
Oh,
from
like
from the lamp. Well, I do that in our green room at the Laugh Factory all the time. The second I walk in, I'm like, I shut off the overhead. I want this sexy light. But Steve Odekirk used to do a bit where he was like Mitzi, like a vampire, going, "Oh my God, look who it is."
Andrew, hello, welcome. How are
Hey.
you? Can you hear us?
Andrew,
Yeah, look at the chair I'm in.
I can't. I can only see the ceiling. What's wrong with you?
No,
Even-
what do you mean? You don't
There you
see
go.
me?
I see the
Oh, that-
ceiling.
No, there's
She
a very
sees the
plush
ceiling.
chair. He's
How
sitting in a
come
plush
Harry
chair.
sees it?
There's the chair. There you are.
There we are. Hey, Dice.
Yeah, Mitzi would have loved this chair.
Oh God, yeah. Those
Look at this.
curtains too.
Wait a minute. See, I'm on a red. Get out of here!
All of this stuff.
I'm not showing anything. Get out of here!
Don't yell
I'm
at your girlfriend. She's new and
not
she's
yelling
sweet.
at her. I'm not yelling at her.
Andrew, I got to tell you.
No,
I
but
hope you-
look, wait. This is what Mitzi would have loved about the chair.
Let me cut myself off. Go ahead.
No, shut up a minute. Let me just show you this. So you
Dom,
can't even get
Andrew,
this.
no
You see the
fighting.
you see the rhinestones?
Uh,
You can't even
No.
get that. So I cover it. You can't even, Dom, you can't even get a chair like this.
I don't even
Dom
want to
has-
follow my story with a funny story.
No, what I'm saying is, if you went into a furniture store and you got the Dice chair, they're gonna go, Dice gets the Dice chair.
Right.
You understand?
I know you're very popular amongst the furniture people. I'm not surprised.
I really am.
Oh, Mitzi
Steve
spoiled
Simone
Dice
nearly had a
right
nervous
away. As soon as Dice
breakdown
arrived,
decorating this house.
Mitzi, as soon as Dice arrived, what she gave you? A mansion to live in and her daughter.
Wow.
Wait, say that again. I didn't.
Say it
She gave me
again.
what?
Mitzi loved Dice right away. Remember?
She did love Dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right away. What she gave you a mansion and her daughter.
Well, the
Is that
daughter I
true?
sort of got on the way to LA because I went to visit my sister. I'm in Vegas now, and I went from Vegas to La Jolla to visit my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister said, I think that, it was on my way to audition when I met you, August.
Yeah.
And my sister said, I think there's a comedy store here in La Jolla. And what happened? I go, no, that's the actual name of the club in LA. And she goes, no, I think it's affiliated. So we went there. And you remember John, the bartender, right?
Sure. Oh, I
Okay.
remember all the bartenders.
All right. So,
That's so you.
anyway, it was the middle of the afternoon. I come over to this guy and I go, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm going to LA to audition at the comedy store. I'd like to go on here tonight. And he goes, well, I can't make that decision. You got to talk to the manager of the club. And she's in the office. So I went and knocked and it was Sandy, right?
Right.
So, I said, yeah, I want to go on tonight. And she's telling me, oh, it doesn't work like that. You don't just show up here. I was used to being in New York at the
Oh, it
club.
doesn't work like
getting
that.
on, So anyway, the bottom line is she saw how gorgeous I was.
Okay. Okay.
I went on
Obviously.
that night. I crushed the room. I was doing the Travolta act at the
Yeah.
time. So it always, Grease was still in the theaters. So
That's right. That's
the
right.
act was going to
Wow.
work. The Jerry Lewis Travolta thing. So anyway, I'm hanging out with Sandy. She invited me. She goes, you want to see, like the beach here in La Jolla. I've never been out of Brooklyn. So I go with her to her condo, and we were kind of quiet. And she was like, she wanted to do that thing she does
Can I get
that
another
she would
shot?
do with the Buddha thing.
Yeah.
And
Namyoho Renge Kyo. Yeah.
yeah.
What?
So what happened was, to make a long
Goenji.
story short, I got uncomfortable. So I fucked her.
Oh, Andrew, come
What?
on, man.
And then I went to LA a few days later
Yeah.
and got in at the store on the first audition. And Bob Aguayo was screaming at me. I didn't know who he was. He was emceeing
Yeah.
for doing 28 minutes.
It's a 3-minute showcase.
No, but I go, I didn't come 3,000 miles to do 3 minutes. And I go, are you the owner? And he goes, no. And I said, then you just got to get out of my way. And the next day I got a call from Steve Moore to come sign up and
Yay.
be part of the Comedy Store.
Oh my God. Look, we got
And that night, then that next night was the night I met August, because I got a call to do Westwood.
Yeah.
And then at Westwood, what was her name? Adele? The cover booth lady?
Adele.
Wendy's was at the
Adele.
cover booth.
No, in
Oh,
Westwood.
Adele was at the cover booth in Westwood.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
No, Adele was at the cash register at the bar. Wendy was at the cover booth.
All right. Whoever was at the Adele
Agree to
told me,
disagree.
Mitzi called. You're right, Harry. He's wrong.
Oh.
Adele told me Mitzi called, wants me to come over to the Sunset store to meet her. I never met her yet.
Yeah.
And I was there for 2 days. And that's when I met you
Yeah.
and Ollie Joe and Alan Stevens and Mitchell Walters, who was the one who saw me in Brooklyn at Pips,
Yeah.
that told Mitzi about me and was calling my father that I got to come to LA.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of everything.
You fell right in with the Comedy Store crime family. You just
Yeah,
described.
it was amazing. and also Biff was out there.
Oh yeah,
Maynard.
the Godfather. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, now did all of you guys have to do the Monday Night Players? Like Dom, did you have to do that? I know Andrew did.
They didn't have it when I was there. It was already done. But I remember
Dom, you weren't part of that in one of those. I was in Strawberries and Cream.
No, I was,
Yeah, I was so bad at that. Lou Deck blew me off the stage.
Andrew, I remember when you and I first met. You kept telling me to lay into people.
Oh no, the Comedy Factory outlet. That was in Philly.
Was it really?
And yeah, I come up. Harry, you'll like this, because this is like the beach thing I would do to you with those guys on the beach in La Jolla. So I would come over to Dom, in between shows, we'd be hanging out, whatever. And I go, Dom, you see that guy at the bar? Just lay into him.
Yeah, right.
And he'd go over and start insulting the guy, And I didn't care what the repercussions would be, because I wasn't involved.
That's
Just like Basil on the beach in La Jolla, telling two muscle guys. Basil, tell August that one.
You and I were having like a late dinner at Ben Frank's. And I remember you saying to me, lay into that guy. I lay into the guy. And he looks at me, you fucking crazy.
Hey, Dice, talk about the time that you were so hungry. You had just discovered the Dice character. You were so hungry to share it with the world. You decided to get up on the counter at Ben Frank's and perform there.
All right. Well, what had happened is, all right. So there was an agent hanging outside of the Comedy Store. It was kind of late at night. He was a new William Morris agent. His name is Mark Petrarca.
Yeah.
And you could tell, we all know what agents look like with the suit and tie. So I knew he was like somebody.
Yeah.
So I come over to this guy. It's like midnight already. And I said, look, there's really nobody really worth seeing in there. You want me, I go, so why don't we go get something to eat? And I'll tell you how terrifical I am, whatever.
Oh my God.
No, so the guy leaves with me and we go to Ben Frank's. And we're sitting in a booth and Ben Frank's was packed, and I sort of got frustrated because anybody could say they're really good at something, but prove it. That's how I felt.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just figured, fuck it. And I got up in the booth and I started doing which was really not being done that much back then, like the fag stuff, and with the AIDS, you walk around with shit on your dick, you're bound to pick something up, like gays can't understand. How do I get AIDS? I go, you're walking around with shit on your dick. You're bound to pick something up.
Oh my
And
God.
the place is packed and they're going nuts. But the manager of Ben Frank's was this little gay guy. And he comes over and he starts screaming at me. So I continue the gay routine, but to him, I'll paint tits on your back. You'll be my bitch. All this shit. Anyway, I end to big applause because I go to the poems to close.
Oh my
And
God.
5 minutes later, here comes 6 sheriffs.
Right.
Okay. Who's telling jokes? And I'm looking at these guys.
Hey, how are
Harry,
you?
it's
I
so
go-
noisy.
I'm playing some
actually-
lottery tickets.
I go,
I wanna
Okay,
do-
hit
I'm on a
mute then.
podcast. I'm sorry. I
Hit
need
mute.
the Fantasy 5.
Hit
and
mute
play-
then.
play it
Mute.
for 12 days.
Harry,
Harry.
Yeah.
hit mute.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Stupid person.
Okay, the cops come, Don.
All right, so the cops come. Who's telling jokes? I go, I really am a legitimate comic. I'm not like stoned out or anything. This is a William Morris agent. You want to come outside with us? They throw me against the car. They frisk me. You're not allowed in this diner ever again. Okay. A
Ooh.
week later, Mark Petraka comes back with another William Morris agent named Chris Black.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it still works the same way, but if you want to sign somebody, you have to have the backing of another agent.
Right.
So he comes back only at the Comedy Store now, and they set up a showcase, and they sign me the next day. But what I started doing is once I was banned at Ben Frank's, August, you remember Larry Parker's in Beverly Hills?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the guy went so crazy from me. I got up, Johnny Depp was there.
Yeah.
Lee, the drummer from not
Tommy
Motley
Lee.
Crue. Tommy Lee was there with who was he with at the time? The blonde.
Yeah.
Heather Locklear.
Heather.
And so what a crew to perform in front of, and Tommy Lee's asking me to open now after I'm done at Larry Parker's. They were touring. They were doing an arena tour. I said, hey, look, you're crazy enough to book me. I'm crazy enough to do it. I never got booked, but Larry Parker put my name in a table, which he named and then he started doing it for every celebrity that came in that place.
Yeah.
And then the very last one I did was at the Chinese Theater. And it was, the movie was Year of the Dragon. I started hitting movie theaters because I had this little argument with Mitzi,
Yeah.
one of those, why am I on last?
Oh, okay.
Because nobody wants to follow you. And I go, well, isn't that too fucking bad? I go, but I'm going to find my audience. So I started hitting movie theaters instead of diners. And the last one I did was Year of the Dragon with starring Mickey Rourke. So I got to open for Mickey in the movie. And it was the main Chinese theater. And Yakov Smirnoff and Willie Randolph, I think that was Willie's name, dressed up in tuxedos and walked me to the front of the theater to introduce me to do my set. And it was a packed theater. And I would come up with a boombox to get their attention with music, and I crushed the crowd and I watched the movie and left.
That's
Dom-
crazy.
Dom, have you ever been banned from the Comedy Store?
And
Yeah, like have you ever gotten in
Like,
trouble? I
kicked
feel
out.
like
I was there the night that Joe Rogan got banned. That was a bad pick, huh?
oh, yeah, a little bit.
I never,
A little bit.
I never had that. I never really had any trouble over there.
I was banned for 6 hours.
You really?
Yeah. I was pursued by Bud Freeman to play the improv, right?
Okay.
So I did a couple spots at the improv, and I was hoping to play some of his gigs on the road. And because I just had a baby, I had a house payment, and I think Vegas was closed then. You know what I mean? For a short period of time.
Yeah.
So Danny Stone, who was kind of dating Mitzi at the time, walked into the improv and saw me getting off stage. So the next day, Mitzi called me. She was really pissed off, and you're fucking done. You're a Comedy Store comic. I said, Mitzi, I need to play other rooms on the road, and I really don't have a lot of connections on the road. And Bud wants to book me in like 5 of his road gigs. Well, you're fucking done here, right? So I was like, I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. And I guess Louis Anderson, Jimmy Walker, and Howie Mandel called her and said, if Harry isn't allowed to play here anymore, we're not going to play here anymore.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that kind of put the end to not being able to play other clubs. Like other comics then started to play the improv. I didn't go to the improv. I stuck with Mitzi then.
See,
You know, because I just felt
Harry
bad.
was the one that ended it all.
No,
I always thought, you know,
but for 6 hours,
Laura.
I was really upset. But listen, I got to get on the road. I want to tell another funny story about Mitzi. Dom, you could judge whether or not it's funny, but I hadn't played.
Please do, Dom.
yes,
I hadn't played the store. I hadn't played the store for like 5 years because I was like, you know, working with Rodney on the road and doing the movies and all that stuff. And all of a sudden the phone rings and I answer it and I hear hello. And I go, Mitzi? And she goes, oh, fuck. I go, oh, did you dial the wrong number? God damn it. I'm going, Mitzi, did you dial the wrong number? No, somebody said you were dead, right? And I go, what? And she goes, fucking Todd said you were dead. God damn it. I gotta go. And I'm going, Mitzi, what? Are you happy I'm alive? Right? Yeah, I gotta go before people start saying you're dead. I guess some guy named Bastille or something like that had died, and somehow it became Harry Basil. So I called up Becker and I was like, Mike, is Mitzi okay? She just called me and thought I was dead, you know? But oh, and then I saw her another time and she said, you got fat. I said, okay, Mitzi, I love you.
It is kind of sad, Harry, seeing like an out of breath Superman. A winded
Superman on oxygen. I gotta take oxygen. I did a.
Thanks,
Oh,
Dom.
one other story about Kennison. So when we would play the Dunes, there were like the good guys of comedy, and then there were the outlaws of comedy. And you know, I would work with Argus. Argus, we must have worked like 50 times or something like that there, right?
Yeah.
And one time we came in after Kennison was there with the Outlaws, and the TV was broken. It had a bullet hole in it. It was all shattered.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
It had a note that said Sam Kennison and the Outlaws were here.
Yeah.
So we're like going, oh, fuck, he did an Elvis. Because we knew he carried like a 22, right?
Yeah.
A 22. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we found out that he didn't shoot it. He didn't shoot it. The tech guys told us what happened. And I confirmed this with Carl LeBeau a few weeks ago. What he did was he tried to shoot it, but the bullet ricocheted because it was a 22 and it was those old tubes. So he took it into one of the bathrooms and hid it in the closet and stood around the corner like this and shot it, kept shooting at it, you know, so his bullet wouldn't ricochet and hit him. And they even showed me a spot where one bullet ricocheted into the wall, into the door frame. Finally, they took it onto like a blanket, a ferny pad, and he used a sledgehammer and he broke it. And then he stuck it up in there and spread the rumor that Kennison shot the TV out.
RCA could make a TV.
Took
I'll tell you
about
that.
2 hours for them to make a hole in this fucking TV just so they could continue to be the Outlaws.
What a great commercial for Magnavox that would have been.
Right. So Tom Wilson and I, because we were the good guys of comedy, we bought a new TV and we stuck a new TV in there. No, I'm kidding. We just called room service and they brought another TV down. But listen, I love you guys, and
Thank you, Harry.
we're gonna go, and we miss you all. And Dice, are you still gonna be around? I might call you tomorrow.
You were supposed to be here today.
He might call you.
I'm driving. I'm in Baker.
He's,
No,
he's so big, he might call you if you could slip it into
Oh.
his schedule.
No, but look, wait a minute. Harry,
Laura.
Yeah.
where are you?
Right here.
What?
We're in Baker.
All right. Oh,
We're
there
in
she is.
Baker, Andrew.
Oh, so you're on the way back. So you didn't
Yeah.
die.
Hey, Dice, we
I
miss you.
thought you. I'll be here. I'll be here
Okay.
for a few more
Well,
days.
listen, Harry. Oh, did we lose Harry?
I don't know. Harry,
Harry-
Laura, thank you for calling.
Harry,
Love you guys.
What's our stop?
if we're not open in September, I'll be calling you.
Okay. Hey, you
I
know,
I'll middle act. Don't worry.
we
I'm
don't
just
know when
dying
we're
for a
gonna
crowd.
open. The Tropicana is opening September 1st.
Yeah.
The Trop's opening September 1st, and you know we still don't know when the governor's going to allow live performances here.
Wow.
So maybe September. We'll see.
Okay, we'll stay in touch.
We miss you guys
We
a
miss you
lot.
guys. Love you
All
all.
right.
Love
get
you,
the
Laura.
hell out of
Love
there
you,
already.
Love you
Mitzi.
guys. God bless Mitzi.
Happy
bless
birthday,
Mitzi.
Mitzi.
We love you, Mitzi.
Oh, that's right. Wait, today's the birthday.
Yeah, today's her 90th.
Who's dead now?
No, I was thinking. I honestly was thinking, why are we doing this today?
Oh my God. I
I
told
didn't-
you.
Eleanor, I'm busy.
I know you're busy, very busy.
No, but I was excited to do the Zoom. I just didn't know. I wasn't sure why we were doing it.
yeah, today's her 90th birthday.
Wow.
Obviously. And
Well, I was
normally,
at her 80th.
yes, we
That's
were.
right,
We
we
were
were
just
talking
talking
about
about that.
Yep.
At her
Wow.
house.
You know,
That's
it was
right.
interesting. It was interesting. Mitzi went for a mental exam in about 1992 or 93.
Okay.
And what happened was they found a little bubble inside her brain, and they gave her the option of just keeping it, the bubble, or clipping it.
Yeah.
And she got all terrified and wondered what she should do. She was scared to go to Cedars-Sinai because you always die at Cedars-Sinai.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
And
I didn't know
She
that.
wanted to know if I knew anybody. And I had a fraternity brother who was a brain surgeon back in Oklahoma. And he knew somebody out at UCLA. The guy, he clipped her and took care of her. But the slow decline kind of started after that.
Yeah.
Peter Shore, her son, noticed that her signature was getting smaller and smaller. And that
Oh,
was,
interesting.
that was on the checks that she would get.
Yeah. Because she would do the big M with
And
the.
when it started getting smaller and smaller, he suspected something was wrong, made her check it out, and it was the Parkinson's
Oh, wow.
from the signature on the check.
She allowed someone to diagnose her. Every time I took her, they would say that word and she would make me leave.
She would do
So
anything
wait a minute.
for Peter.
The
she'd do anything.
bubble, where was it? On top of the head?
It was one of
It
those
was
little
an
brain-
aneurysm.
it's
It
an
was a little in her head, but I thought they drained it, didn't they?
No, they clipped it.
Clipped it.
They
I'm
clipped
sorry.
it,
I knew
yeah.
it was.
I don't think this is the right way to end the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Not for nothing.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
happy birthday.
I thought the phone call to Harry Basil, I thought set us up. Really dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know where Louis is. Louis was supposed to call in. We don't have any buddy waiting. Mikey.
Are we
Oh,
gonna
Yeah, where's
I
Louis?
guess. I don't know. I sent him all the stuff. He
You
may have.
lied.
I
like
swear I sent him. He told me yes.
Well, Louis showcased in early 80.
Are you guys at the store?
Yeah.
Yes, we're sitting in the
Oh,
OR
'cause I'm on
looking
the
out
phone.
onto
We're
Sunset.
sitting right exactly where Mitzi looked out during the strike and saw Letterman join the strikers and broke her heart. This is
So
exactly
you near the window? Is that it?
This is the window.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta
Yeah,
let
that's
that
cool.
go.
People are sitting
That's
out
really
front
cool.
looking at us like it's the old Today Show.
Tom said you got to let that go.
Hey, Regis died.
Yeah, Regis Philbin. I don't know how to say it. How do you say his name? Regis.
Philbin.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't even like to go to the Instagram feed. They just love. They
Yeah.
love it. They eat it up. Fucking hate everybody. I really do. Yeah.
I know you do, but I love you guys and I love
No, but
that
Regis was great. He was, he was Regis.
yeah, he's Regis. I mean, he had an amazing career.
What did he die today?
Yeah,
Really?
Argus. What's wrong with
I
you?
didn't catch it.
I'm kidding. No, that's what they're saying. That's why he's saying he don't like to go online because every time you go online, it's like this one died, that one died, blah blah blah.
Oh my
So
God.
And
Today it
isn't
was-
the other one Kathy Lee on TV again?
I don't know who. I don't know. I don't watch that.
That was the co-host.
She's the drinker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she reminds me of Ramona from the New York Housewives, which I watch every day.
Dom, do you watch reality TV?
Yeah, I watch the Kardashians every day.
Really?
Amazing show.
Incredible what those girls have done. The money they've made.
I love them. You're saying
Yeah.
it like you don't like it, but I know you like
Oh, I'm
it.
not saying it. I like it. I watch it.
Well,
I know you like it. I love them.
she's trying to reel in Kanye West as a presidential candidate right now. He's starting to go off a little bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
She told him yesterday there's only room for one big ass in this family.
Guys, Argus will be here all week.
That's right. You got
See
it.
you guys.
Where you going, Tom?
Is Kanye still trying out?
Yes. Yeah. He met with President Trump the other day. And
No, he's not trying out. Is this a
they-
bit?
No.
No.
He met with Trump and they sat around and laughed about the meds they refused to take.
It's a bit. I don't listen to Argus. He's never
No,
serious.
no, for the president thing.
No, he's not doing it. I don't
Oh,
think.
he's not. Okay,
no,
good.
I don't think so. Dom's running for president, right, Dom?
President of my ass.
Yeah.
Does it need a
You guys-
president?
All right, Dom's leaving as well. All right, we love
Where's
you.
Louis?
I don't know, Andrew. I've been trying to get him. I don't know where he went. He stood me
Cool.
up.
Call up. Oh, my.
Right,
Oh, she
Dom?
just walked back in.
I thank you a million times over for calling in. I love you.
Love you
Wait a
too. I'll
minute.
talk to you
Be
later. See
safe.
you guys.
Bye, Dom.
All right, take care, Dom.
You too, Andrew. Be well.
1 second.
See ya.
Why
Um,
did you leave? We've been having so much fun.
I called my
He's a-
sister. She called me.
oh, Andrew's with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I got a new girlfriend, August.
Oh, really?
Her name's
Well,
Carrie.
it-
New, it's a year.
It's a year. I still look at it as new. You know, because
It's a
because-
good way to treat it.
no, because
Dom's
she's
still
an
on.
incredible girl. We don't have like big fights. We get along, and then we got stuck together in the pandemical.
Right.
So we've like been living together since this whole thing happened. It's crazy.
Well, I think it's great. I think she's great. You guys are great together, and I'm excited for you.
Yeah, and she's watching me say everything now. you
I'm
know.
a great matchmaker. I want everybody to know it. I set this
August,
up.
ask her why she's the matchmaker.
I introduced them.
You'll never have a better friend than Eleanor.
No, let me tell you something. I really met her through Eleanor.
It's true.
You know,
On the
and-
Impractical Jokers cruise, I met her and I introduced them. I introduced her to Andrew.
yeah, but like 10 months later, right?
I don't think it was 10 months, but it was a little bit later because we better
5 months later.
5
'cause
months.
she-
Yeah. Carrie knows. She's smart.
Carrie knows everything.
It's true.
Well, Eleanor helped matchmake other comics with servers here.
Okay. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
but she wasn't engaged to them.
Right. That's true. I was engaged to Andrew. And then
And my girlfriend, August, my girlfriend, when Eleanor was doing the sales pitch on this cruise, yeah, and Eleanor was with her sister Karen,
that's
Yeah.
true.
who I call Barbara.
I don't know
Okay.
why.
So my girlfriend Carrie, it wasn't my girlfriend then, Avi. She's going, well, if he's so great, like, how come you don't want him? you know, you know,
Oh my God. It was so uncomfortable. I was like, you don't tell her. Give me a minute to work into I'm his ex-fiance. Let me pitch him first and then we'll get
Yeah.
there. Hi, Cynthia.
Hey,
Well-
how's it going?
Hold on. I was just
Cynthia, what's going on?
Hey guys, how are you? Nice to see you, Andrew.
the great
Nice to
Cynthia Levin, because now we're going to move into the next segment, which is the girls of the Comedy Store. And we have Sean Polofsky is going to come co-host. Argus is going to leave us for a second.
Oh, is
Hi,
it?
You're
Argus.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Terrific. Nice to see you.
You too.
You're welcome to stay, Andrew, if you'd like. We have Sean Polofsky coming in. I don't know where.
No,
she-
but
oh, there she is.
you're doing a different show.
Well, we're just doing every hour. So we did 8 to 9. What was supposed to be you and Louie and Harry and Dom and Argus. And now
Okay.
it's going to be Sean, Cynthia, and a few other ladies are going to
Okay.
call in.
They're not
Eleanor,
showing
it was
up.
great working with you.
Argus, you're amazing. Thank
I'm
you.
going to go run 8
You look
miles.
great, Andrew.
He's going to
Thank
go.
you. You too.
Argus is going to go run 8 miles right now.
August, you look terrific. Keep running.
You bet. Hey, Dice, love you, man. And let's work together in Vegas sometime soon.
You got it.
All right, love you, man.
Cynthia Levin.
Oh.
And here
Hey,
comes
Al.
the great Sean Polofsky.
I
You
love
remember-
August. I can't believe he's leaving.
I know, me too. He was here. He came at 8. We've been on since 8.
Who's
And
this fucking guy? I thought you said girls.
easy killer. That's our tech guy. He's fixing it.
Oh,
God. That's Mikey.
okay. One sec. Come,
This is Sean
on.
Polofsky. You know Sean.
Hi, Andrew.
okay, Sean, how
Hi,
you doing?
Andrew.
I sound like your mother. don't I?
Hi, Andrew.
How's it going there?
Oh, it's going. Living in a COVID, loving
Oh,
life.
look at this. Roberta Kent, ladies and
Look at all
gentlemen.
of this.
Wow.
Surrounded by
This is the
broads.
second time I've ever done this. This is very exciting.
Roberta,
Roberta
Very
Kent put a
exciting.
bra
tell
on
you.
for us
It doesn't
tonight.
get any better.
I got the bra on. I got the bra on. Ay, ay, ay.
I will say that Roberta is the person responsible for me having a great conversation and introducing me to Barry Manilow.
Wow.
Do you remember that, Roberta?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
she put me on, and then the next time I saw him was live, and we had like a great talk because of you putting me on the phone with him that first time.
That's the.
Wow.
Hey, you're that kind of guy. You would have done the same thing for me.
100%, but I always remembered that, and I always tell people about. I even told I can't show her my brand new girlfriend, but
Why?
I've told
Oh.
her that.
Is
she
it a
doesn't
blow
want-
up? Wait a minute.
What?
Is it a blow up? What is it? What do you got?
No, I got her. She was a rescue.
That was for you, Eleanor. That was for you.
You hear what I'm telling you? She was a rescue.
Andrew, don't
And-
call her that.
Well, from all the bad guys in the world. So I rescued her
Oh, that's
You know,
nice.
to be with the nicest guy in the world. And that's all. Here's a quick look. There she is. All right. Were you there?
What do you got her tied up?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
Sweetheart, get
No, this
dressed.
is the only girl. It's 108 degrees in Vegas, and she's wrapped up in an UGG blanket.
Yay.
Well,
It's good
I-
because you
I don't
probably have it
understand.
freezing in there.
He's got her tied up.
Yes.
No, only it's 50 shades of clay,
Oh, look at her. Hi, Carrie.
Look how gray I am. Look how gray I am.
No, you're
He's
being
like a
ridiculous.
Syrian refugee.
She's a rescue, he said.
Hey, Roberta, I haven't seen you in a long time. You actually look great.
Roberta does look amazing.
Not bad for, wait, I'm going to tell you, 76.
Shut
Wow.
Really? See, I wouldn't know that.
You look fantastic.
Wow.
That's because I didn't have any children. That's why. That's why.
Me neither.
That's what it is.
That's what I tell people. It is. I look at the people I went to school with. I'm born and raised here. And whenever I see them, it's like, oi, this could have been me. This could have been me with the grandchildren. They're running with the grandchildren,
No.
Oh, yeah.
Roberta, I'm 76
Don't ever move to
too.
Florida, Roberta.
Cynthia,
all I can tell you.
you look like Carrie Snow right now.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
You do,
I
that's a good
I accept that. That's all right. I love Carrie.
that's
I
right.
did invite Carrie and she said she couldn't do it. But she wants me to send her love and send love to Mitzi is what she told me.
Is Mitzi in the room right now? Where is she?
Mitzi is here. Mitz?
She's circling.
Mitzele.
She's circling.
She's in the back complaining.
Did you ask, Eleanor, did you ask a lot of people?
I did. And a lot of people didn't respond. And but a lot of people didn't know how to use Zoom. It was a lot of
gonna
weird
say,
stuff.
I did.
We all know that we're all trapped like rats. Where the hell are they? I bet Jimmy Walker would have done this. Steve Bluestein would have done this.
I guess what? You named two people I didn't reach out to. So
Yeah,
thanks for
call
putting that up.
Walker. love Jimmy.
Walker will hook on right
Paul
away.
Walker.
Yeah,
Paul
I
Walker.
always
I don't
see
think
him
we're gonna get
in-
Paul Walker.
Paul and Mitzi are coming
Yes.
back. Yeah, I don't know. Are there more people in the waiting room, Mike?
Wait a minute, Argus is
Oh, wow.
circling. Argus must be circling.
Argus was here earlier. We did 8 to 9 with Argus, Dom, Harry Basil, Dice, and
Wow.
it was supposed to be Louis Anderson, but he stood me up.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe
wait,
he'll
no,
call
wait,
in.
Cynthia, we didn't make that one, Cynthia. You know,
no.
No,
No.
I was doing this specifically for
Yes.
the girls at the
Yes,
comedy
you gotta be
store.
separated. We fight.
I
Yeah.
like it to be separate. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, wait
I
a minute.
like-
Wait a
Gentle.
minute. Where's Diane Nichols? Come on. She ought to be circling.
Where is Diane?
She's circling. Come on.
I did not hit up Diane Nichols. I got to be
Oh
honest.
my God.
I
that's
don't
not-
even think I maybe met her once. I don't know her that well.
What? Yes, you do. Really?
I think I only met her like once or twice here, to be really honest. Like I started in 93. So she maybe once or twice in the 90s. That was it.
She was doing the belly room in like the early 90s. She wasn't really working the downstairs. I mean, when I saw her, she might have been, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
That's when I saw her.
Eleanor,
upstairs.
Eleanor, the
Yes.
last time I saw Nichols,
Okay.
Club Soda Kenny
Oh
was
boy.
treating her like a stalker at Bally's Hotel. And I was screaming at him. I go, do you not understand? I know this girl for 15 years and you threw her out. You know, and he's like, well, you know, I have to do my job. And I fired him for the
There you
second
go.
time.
For Diane Nichols.
So-
I love it.
So we're going to talk about who's dead, or what are we going to talk about?
We're
here?
gonna talk about the dead. That's what we're
All right,
gonna
I'm going. I'm not sticking around for
Yes,
this. I
you
like
are.
every-
do. No,
No,
he's
I
been,
already did
Just a
the
second.
show.
You're the,
He's
you're the
been
big- you're the
on.
big. You're the big name. Shut the fuck up.
Ken, I was on already.
he's already been on. Dom left us. Everybody left us already.
Sure, Dom.
Yeah.
You know who else
This
would have
is-
loved to have done this? Bruce Smirnoff would have loved to have done this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that would have been great. I love Smith. You know, Eleanor, you
We
should
can
have
still
had
get-
Roberta.
Yeah, we can
participate.
still get him. We can still get Bruce.
Hey,
All right, I'll send a thing to Bruce. I'll send a
Yeah.
link to Bruce.
can make a
If he
million.
comes on, I'll stay on.
Let me
Tell-
see if I can get.
You want me to call him?
Yeah, put Retha in. We got Retha
Call him up.
Jones on.
Call him up.
Yay.
Lisa.
Let me call.
You're gonna call Bruce?
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah, well, it's different Florida time. Wait, we got the Florida time.
Everybody call Bruce.
Cynthia.
Bruce. Leave
lost-
those old people alone.
I've lost control of the show completely. FYI, I want to.
Yeah,
I want you to
Eleanor,
know.
take charge.
Is that Bruce? No, I'm kidding.
Do something right.
Hi,
Huh?
hi guys. It's Rita.
Hi, Retha.
Retha, how
Where
you
is
doing?
Retha?
Hi, Rita.
I'm good. How are you?
Why
Good to
can't I
see
see
you.
Retha?
Wait a minute, because my
Gotta
lights
put
are
her
on.
bed lights on. Retha, it's bedtime.
No, no, no.
Yeah, it's Betty
Bruce,
Bite.
Bruce, we're trying to get you for a live.
Retha.
Trying to get you
Wait,
for
wait,
a
wait.
for a Zoom.
Hold on. Let me turn. I gotta turn on my lights. You know, my cue.
Wait,
And here we are.
Rita, you don't even
Wait,
have your
wait a minute,
hair on.
Show Roberta.
Shush,
Show
shush,
Roberta.
shush,
Rita.
shush. Bruce, go ahead. Send me a link on what?
I'll
Bruce
send it.
Vodka at yahoo.com.
Bruce Smirnoff.
No, Bruce, yeah, vodka at
How about
Yahoo.
Vodka.
Bruce,
Vodka, like vodka, right?
Bruce Vodka at, what is it, Bruce?
Yahoo.
Yahoo.com. Bruce Vodka, yahoo.com. She's gonna send it to you now. Get off the other line.
Okay,
fun.
that's good.
He opened
I
for
told
me.
you.
Where did Rita go? We lost
Personal phone
Rita.
number too.
Do not give any more of Bruce's info. Oh,
His
I gotta go
social
through the
security
door.
number is.
Oh, that's
Rita's talking, but you
Hi
hit.
guys.
There you are.
Rita.
Hi.
I have to. I'm sorry. I had another show earlier.
you had a show?
Oh,
Yeah, I've been doing
Look
Zoom
at you.
shows since March.
Jesus, Retha.
I've done like 20 of them now. Just
Yeah.
Rita.
Are you, Rita, you making any, are you making any money? Is there
no,
any-
because I still have my day job. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I did a flapper show. They paid me pretty decent, but
They did?
there was like where I could have made money, but it was like small. And I said, you know what? Donate that to the other comics. I'm one of the fortunate ones who has a essential job I could do from home.
You're
Oh,
so
that's
nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would never give it back. Never give it to
I didn't get
anyone.
flappers back. I didn't get
That's
flappers
my
back.
cash, hard earned for moi.
Did you hear that Vicky did a job? She did the
La Jolla.
La
Hoya
Jolla.
Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the alley.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah.
Ah,
We took
Yeah.
a picture, a glorious picture in front of the trash bins.
Yeah, it smells like piss and weed.
Really, after, almost winning on AGT, you have arrived. If you are
Yeah, you
performing
have. Oh
in
my
front of
God.
trash bins.
She would have done this. She would have done this too.
Oh, she
knew she was working.
I talked to her today.
Oh,
She
that's-
had baked
no.
a cake for Mitzi. She was all about this.
She baked a cake.
Oh, you're right. She worked this. That's right. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So we got Bruce coming in.
It's
Here
gonna
comes
be a
Bruce.
minion.
I want to see him.
Bruce.
Me
Bruce,
too.
Smirnoff.
Funniest guy. One of the funniest guys I know.
Bruce Smirnoff, Retha. Can you believe it?
Does everyone
Yeah, I
still
know.
know
I
what-
can't believe it. First of all, Cynthia, loving how you look, how you
Oh,
doing?
thanks. I'm well, baby.
Hey, Bruce.
Bruce. Hi.
Everybody lay down. Everybody lay down.
Yeah, let's just all lay down.
Bruce.
I want to
I'm
be
the
like
only
guys. I'm
person up
just
in
chilling.
my
How's it-
community.
Help. Good night.
Bruce, you're gonna get a lot of emails.
He said, I'm the only person up in my community.
There he is.
Bruce,
It's Bruce
I'm
Smirnoff.
staring at the real life
Do it,
magnet.
Eleanor. Do Bruce to Bruce.
Bruce, every time on the road, Andrew makes me do Bruce Smirnoff. I just want you to know that. I have to say
Smirnoff.
things like, right now, all I have is my health. And right now, I don't feel so good. Uh-huh.
Now, Bruce.
That's
now
my
you
big
do
Bruce
it.
Smirnoff impression.
Bruce has got the pussy now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bruce is working with the pussy now.
Oh,
This
my
is
stars.
This is Mr. Botchagaloo.
Oh, it's a male.
What are you, a villain? What is it?
He's a
Couldn't
lawyer.
even get a female cat to come over.
Oh,
Crying out loud.
oh.
Andrew,
that
look
just
at
ruined it.
look at Bruce
Right.
and his cat, as if I
Right,
wasn't
I'm
dry enough.
trying.
Oh, Bruce.
Oh, there he is.
Andrew,
How's
Can't
it going?
excellent, thank you. Miss you.
No, you don't.
I miss all of you.
Bruce,
We
where
miss
do you
you,
reside
Bruce.
now?
Hi, sweetie.
Mm,
Bruce,
Hey, look,
where do you
Bruce,
live?
Eleanor,
Yes,
Eleanor, when
Yes,
you
sir.
couldn't do Florida, Bruce did it with me.
I know he did.
Of course, Bruce.
We did a couple shows together and he loved how I treated my fans and, you know,
Is that true, Bruce?
He was in perfect smoking marijuana in the airport. Who does this?
Oh, wow.
Who does this?
Who does
I
this?
forgot
I said,
that.
"You're going to be arrested. It's not legal here." And he goes, "Fuck you, I don't give a shit." And we had to go to Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
See? Chick-fil-A.
That's so great. I love it.
No, I was telling Bruce these stories late at night, stoned out. And, you know, I was wearing like twice the size glasses that I got on now.
Okay.
And, you know, because Bruce lives in Florida, half the people, the dementia out, whatever, nuts. So after a while of some of these, like I told him, like when I hung with Sinatra, like these are like big stories. And he goes, I'm sitting here thinking, because he's used to being around people losing their mind, that you're totally insane. And then he goes, but then I look at you and I go, he really is a very big star. Like I'm not just some guy in Florida telling him insane stories. And then for the guy, listen to this. After I tell him these showbiz stories, the guy that wants to tell me I'm nuts, okay? He goes, I want to show you this one video of this, and it's this car chase in Atlantic City. How does it wind up again, Bruce? You tell it.
He just gets out of it's one of the most amazing chases because it's filmed in high definition. And the guy gets out of
when kids are going to school.
This is while kids are going to, it's in the middle of the heart of Atlantic City. And he gets out of his car just firing at the police, and they shoot him 45 times. And he doesn't go down until like the 20th shot. And it's just amazing.
it's beautiful. That's a beautiful
And I'm telling
story.
Bruce,
That's a great story.
Tell
no,
us
but Eleanor,
more.
I'm
That's a
telling
great
Bruce,
story.
I don't want to watch this before I go to bed. Like I'm telling him Jerry Lewis stories, Sinatra stories, and he wants to show me this murder. that's that's the story I walk away with.
That was like the video of the week that week. And, you know,
I
but
get it. We're
Look at the
supposed to be
cat.
telling
Yeah,
Mitzi
so what
stories.
about Mitzi? Let's talk about Mitzi. Enough
Yeah.
with the Florida murders. Anyway.
Exactly.
There's
I don't
more
know.
happening in Florida too. So
Want me to start off first? I got to go.
sure.
When Mitzi, Mitzi, when she had the house in Palm Springs, and we were getting along and everything, it was great. And she invited me to come down to Palm Springs, and it was during the Jewish holidays. So
Okay.
I go down there, and it's just her and I, and we're down there. And she says to me, she goes, "You want to go to the Yisker services?"
Uh,
And I said to her, I said, "Yeah, I said, yeah, I would, because my mom and dad are gone. That would be nice. All right, come on, get dressed. We'll go to the Yisker services." So we go over there, and it's daytime, and they say you have to pay to get in.
Oh no.
So Mitzi, what do you mean you have to pay? We're Jewish. We're Jewish. Why would you have to pay? They're dead. Why? That's terrible. So I said, she makes a lot of contributions. She owns the Comedy Store. They give all the time to the Jews. So don't worry about it. So we go in and we go to the Yisker service. Now we come back and it's still daylight, and we start to drink wine, and I'm not much of a drinker. And we're drinking and we're sharing stories, how she tells me that the love of her life was Steve Landesberg.
Yes.
That was the love of her life. I
Always.
hate to say that in front of
Who was it? Steve Lance?
Landesberg.
Landisburg
Oh.
for Barney Miller.
Yeah. The,
Oh,
A real Jewish, a real Miskite Jewish. So she tells me he was the love, and I go, well, what about Argus? Nah, Argus. Anyway, no, it was him. He crossed the line during the strike and everything. So we're sharing these stories. In the middle of everything, she says to me, "You want to play tennis?" You guys, I look at Mitzi and I go, "What?" She goes, "Come on, we'll go out, we'll play tennis." I go, you play tennis with the babushka around her? And she,
Yeah.
and we go out there, and she's standing there, this little teeny thing, and I'm standing on the other side, and I'm holding the ball, and she's yelling, "Hit the ball, Roberta, hit it!" And I swear on my life, this is true. I think I told this at the memorial. I stood there and I looked at her and I says, I can't catch my breath. I want to remember this moment as long as I live. Because someday I'm going to be telling this story that you stood there and wanted to play tennis.
I can't believe that.
Yep, that's the story. And then we went in and we had a good time. And then a month later, she turned on me.
No, not me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
That was it. That was it.
Happy birthday.
That was it.
Ah.
Where you going, Dice? Where's Dice go? Dice is
What?
Oh,
Dice
I'm
is
gonna have
just
to go
listening.
in a minute. I gotta have dinner.
He just
Dinner?
wanted to.
I gotta go take care of it.
you
gotta make dinner?
You wanted Bruce. Wait, we got to get a Mitzi story from Bruce before you leave. Come on, Brucey.
Come on, Brucey.
I'll tell you one that
I know one with Bruce, but go ahead.
is a lot, but the one that I did not tell you last week, Roberta, is that I find myself in 1994 firmly ensconced from being totally never at the Comedy Store to now getting great spots. My life is changing. It's so wonderful. And I got to do anything she says. So she calls me in one day with Jack Raymond, Barry Diamond, and I'll think of the next person. She goes, "I want you to do a play where you play your mothers playing mahjong, talking about their no good sons living in Los Angeles." And we go, "Yeah, whatever you say." And she leaves the room and we go, "What the fuck are we gonna do? Stupidest thing." So I and Jack Raymond go, "We'll write it." So Jack Raymond and I sit down, and for 3 hours, there's no denial. We just go, "How are you doing, you fuckhead?" "Oh, fuck you, you idiot. How's your fucking son? He's a piece of shit." We just filled out, it out, and we printed it out, and we bring it into Mitzi like 3 days later, and she comes in, she goes, "Do you have anything?" I go, "Mitzi, We've got the whole script. Let me feel it. And we put it in her hands.
Oh,
and she goes,
no.
oh, and she gets up and she leaves. And that lasted like 6 weeks. We got even better spots. And then we had another meeting and go, did you do any changes? We did a page 1 rewrite. And she goes, let me feel it. And we put it in her hands. She goes, oh, it's so great. And then she lost, thank God, in about 3 months, she lost the effort. But we were the beneficiaries of all great spots.
That's really funny.
My God. And all that was in there was you just cursing your kids?
No denial. It was just, we wrote a script. What's your no good piece of shit son doing? And we would just answer the question. Nothing, it went nowhere. It just because we knew she was incapable, unfortunately, of reading anything, nor had the mind skill to read it. She just wanted to feel it. So I
love that.
Show her what we did. And meanwhile, I was getting, 9:15 main room Fridays and Saturdays.
How
and
dare you? That's the
9:15
Argus spot. How dare you?
Yeah.
And I met her right there. And that's where I met her.
Right there is when I meet him.
Right there.
Cynthia, I see you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I remember you distinctly. I remember hanging with you, but I never really watched you. And I purposely, about 4 months ago, I went on YouTube just to see, because you were making some big, bold statements on Facebook. You have gotten so phenomenal.
Oh, that's so
all
nice.
the hard work. And especially in LA, to form an act with so difficult trying to get on. You have really reached a top level.
You're sweet, Bruce. Thank you.
I mean it.
You've always been at the top, Bruce.
You never said that to me.
Yeah, Bruce.
Give him a minute.
Wait a minute. Before Dice leaves, I want a story from you, Dice. Come on.
He did
I already did it. I'm not.
Yeah, but I didn't get to hear. Stop
No,
there.
leave me alone.
I didn't get to hear.
Go make the garlic bread.
I put a bra on. God damn it! Come on. I want to hear his story.
I'm trying to get dinner going here.
Roberta's hijacking. Wait.
I know it, Joe. Walk out of the room. Hello.
Hey.
I have at least 15 or 20 minutes of cooking.
No, I know, but I'm doing something.
Andrew, don't talk to her like that.
I'm not. We had a good day.
Oh my God.
She says she has 20 minutes left of
We
cooking.
went to the.
Yes,
I'm in Vegas, Roberta. So we went over to the grocery on Rainbow, Albertsons. It was fun.
Okay. Everybody, why are you telling people that? Who cares?
No, because she's asking what's going on. I'm like, we had a fun day. We were at Albertsons.
No, I want a Mitzi story. I don't want to know your fucking.
No, I
Mitzi
already
story.
went down that road with the man show.
Oh.
No, it's not
was-
the man show. Stop that.
Right, let's
Well,
have
why'd you have
Aretha
me
tell
call
a
him
story.
friggin'
Or
August?
Sean. Let's have Aretha or Sean tell a story.
I don't have any.
Retha, you don't have any Mitzi stories, Retha?
I do.
I didn't know her like that. She
Yeah, but,
gave me
no, I was-
spots, I worked, and then next thing you know, I didn't see the club anymore.
That's very Mitzi of her.
I guess the only Mitzi story I got is I don't know, I was never officially banned.
No, you're not banned. You weren't banned.
Or I just stopped seeing the place and I didn't see her anymore. But the only story I have is her putting all of the women together first, all girls show, what's she called? The Girls of Comedy?
Girls of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And I got set up by Tommy, who told me Mitzi put me and all the black girls at the end because they wanted us to make fun of the fact that we were put at the end. And he says, Mitzi loves that. She wants you to tell everybody how funny it is. We're at the end of the show. So I went and I did that. I said, yeah, we're at the back of the bus. We're all like Rosa Parks up in here. And so Mitzi at the end of the show, she grabbed me. I always give you a good spot. She always put me up.
Oh shit! He said
like normal, and so she was mad, and I couldn't even wait. I had to write her a letter and tell her, "Listen, Mitzi, if you want to kick me out of the club, bye. I'm happy to be working with you. Thank you for the years, whatever. But to let you know, Tommy's the one that told me to do that." Next thing you know, I had all the spots again. So.
Doesn't take much. huh?
Tommy sent me, it's not really a Mitzi show. It's just, she was good to me and she let me write her that letter and she was very open and the dialogue happened. And she was very good. But
Right.
after that, I got hijacked by the powers that be.
Is someone
just-
getting a fax? Is
Yeah.
someone
You
getting
know
a
who it is?
fax?
It's La Boca.
Wow,
It's
who
La
got
Boca.
a
Oh
phone?
You're
my
in touch with
God.
La Boca? What's going
Boca.
on?
What is it,
La
1979?
Boca.
Hee-haw.
I'm
Oh,
doing,
viva la
I'm doing
cosa.
I'm doing a Zoom with Aretha Jones.
And then she gets on the, who has a landline? What?
Roberta, you're hilarious.
Oh.
Wait a minute,
Hold
wait, I
on.
put you on
Silence
speaker.
staging me.
She
I
has a
put you on
fax.
speaker.
Hi, La Boca. Is that a phone? Roberta?
Do you
Is
know
that
how
an
to, do
actual
you know how to,
phone?
wait a minute. Shush, shut up.
God,
Do you know how to,
La
do you
Boca.
know how to, do you know how to Zoom?
Do you know how to Zoom?
Do you know how to Zoom?
Roberta, I'm going to have to write a letter to all the people watching to tell them what that is in your hand. No one knows what that is.
Yeah.
I can't
I
recognize
know what it is, Eleanor. I got one.
I
It's
know
a
you
remote?
do.
Is that a TV remote, sweetheart? It's on at the top. It's a power button, sweetie.
La Boca said she loves you, Aretha.
Oh, tell La Boca hi, I love her too. Thank you, my
Oh,
baby.
she only loves Retha? Okay, I feel you.
Cynthia.
Retha, Cynthia, Andrew, and Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
And Sean.
Hey, babe.
All right, I have another call coming in.
Oh my God, Roberta.
Yeah.
Oh, my
What? Aretha, what? Oh, what I sent your mom? Okay.
All right, that's private.
Okay.
That's private.
Okay, that's private. That's private
Hang
conversation.
up on her.
My Lord.
Tuck it away.
Do
Tuck
you
it away.
guys want La Boca's email? Can you
Ask-
give that out?
Okay, this can't be real.
Tell her
I
to fax you
can't.
a letter next week.
Hi. Yes. Hi.
Okay, I'm letting you go now. Wait, what time is it? What time?
Give
what time-
Suzanne the light. Give her the light.
Okay, no, you don't need the light. She's drunk as a shit. Yeah, 9:30, she's drunk shit. I usually don't pick up the phone at this time. Anything after
Sure.
9.
Uh-huh.
Anything after 9.
Okay.
Oh my
Roberta,
God.
what do you got? A hotline?
I know.
Can I tell you something? It's the funniest thing I'm telling you. I must get 12 to 14 calls a day.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh.
we just talk and
All on the landline.
well, like
All
Bruce-
on the landline.
The landline. Bruce and I talked the other day for almost an hour and a half. I mean, you start talking and you're having a good time and stuff. And I'm born and raised here. I got friends from school and then they're dropping like flies. At
Yeah.
my age, you're fucking dying too. I mean, it's terrible. It's Eleanor, it's been terrific. It's been
We're supposed to be talking about Mitzi, who
Yeah, anyway, where were we?
Oh,
Ooh.
she did die, but I mean,
all right, I'll tell you, wait a minute. I
does
went
Mitzi
to see
still
her-
call you?
I went to see her at the house
Okay.
when that guy was taking care of her. In fact, the guy that was
Alfred.
he calls me all the time wanting to know if I need him. I go, no, not yet, Alfred.
Oh.
I'm on the way." I keep telling him, I can't afford you, Alfred. I don't have that Mitzi Shore money.
Oh
Hilarious.
my God.
But he's so sweet, and he calls me Miss Roberta. And we went to see Mitzi. I took what's her name, Pryor, Jennifer Pryor, and I. There's a trip, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker Pryor went with me. And she says, so we said, let's go see Mitzi. So we said, okay. So she says, I'm going to bring her something of Richard's. I'm going to bring her something. And I said, she can't really talk. I had seen her already another time. And I said, you know, she's there and she'll know we're there and everything. She says, no, I want to bring her one of Richard's hankies. I'll bring her one of Richard's hankies. And I said, okay, that's sweet. And so I said, what do you think's going to happen to the hanky? She says, you think I give a shit? I've got 500 of them.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Got 500 of the hankies. So we give to everybody the Richard Pryor hanky. So
Everyone's so sentimental.
So we go in there and Mitzi, God bless her. I'll tell you one thing, man, she looked great. This Alfred really did. He took care of her unbelievable. I
Yes,
told
he
Paula-
did.
Her nails were gorgeous. Her skin was beautiful. She was dressed nice. I mean, it was really sweet. She didn't, she smiled at me a couple times. She touched my face and everything. And I said to her, I started to cry. I mean, I said to her, I said, you gave me a career, and I told her so many people you gave a career. And she put her hand on my face. And then I wanted to, and I bent over and I said to her, I go, just tell me one thing. I said, I was your favorite, wasn't I? Just tell me I was your, just tell me that. Tell me that so I don't have to sucker punch your ass. Just
Oh,
tell me that."
Jesus.
And she smiled and she gave me a kiss. Yeah, it was really sweet.
Nice.
She was best when she couldn't talk. She really
It seems to be what people say. She was way better when she couldn't talk. But I mean, people have had crazy stories with her, fun stuff. That tennis story is ridiculous. I
Hilarious.
spent so much time with Mitzi. I don't ever remember her doing anything energetic at all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's why it was so funny to me. Hit the ball and with tennis shoes, her little tennis shoes.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
hysterical.
Eleanor, she used to love to jog and, all that stuff.
Yeah, see,
We
We didn't know where that.
In La Jolla, she'd run every day on the beach. All that stuff.
Wow.
I love
Yeah.
that.
See, I never got to see that. She was already like declining. I mean, I started at 93, and then when I got closer with her, it was probably 96.
Yeah.
96. And so her health was declining at that point.
Yeah.
Guys,
I'm saying I never saw her have energy.
What?
Who's
Right.
the little guy that ran the club he had crutches? Remember?
Oh, Fred Burns. Fred
Fred.
Burns.
I got to tell you
La
something.
Jolla.
Yeah.
La Jolla, yeah. I have never, Janice Hart and I used to play her. May she, Janice passed away.
Bambi Diamond. God love
Yeah,
you, Janice.
she
You made me
passed
laugh
away.
so hard. Yes.
And we would play there all the time, at least 3 times a year. And one of the times when I had gone down, Fred was the MC, and I had never seen him before. And he got up there. I have never laughed so hard in my life when he got up there. You guys,
was funny.
if you saw him, Dice, you would probably know. He gets up there. If you guys didn't know, he was a little guy. And he had crutches.
Yeah.
The crutches all had like, they were
God
like-
that he
like
was
hippies.
crippled.
He was crippled.
Yeah.
And he was like a hippie, but he was like long hair and everything. And he gets up there and he starts the act, and he says, and he holds up the parking plaque for handicap, and he holds it up and he says, "You see this?" And he starts to, I can park wherever I want. I can stay as long as I want. I don't have to put money in the meter. He starts telling all the advantages. So he holds it up and he goes, "So let's start the bidding off at $500.
God.
That's great.
I said to Mitzi, I said, I want him to always come on before Janice and I. And he was always so appreciative about that. And we had, La Jolla was the best. Dice, wherever you went, it was good. It didn't matter. But La Jolla, if you didn't do well in La Jolla, you guys,
Yeah.
you forget it. You forget it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
always
Well,
great crowds there.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
God.
one story that I just remembered. I have to share it because I can't believe I didn't even remember this.
Please.
Well, it's just about that. I think I had a big birthday. It could have been 60, could have been 70, 80. I don't know which biggie when it was, but anywho. But Mitzi, oh good, go fuck yourself. Anyway, anyway, I love you. Anyway, so
What happened?
Yelling at
nothing, everything's fine. Just
Nothing,
shut up.
honey. You have-
Eleanor, can you girls lean forward? Your heads are so small back there. Could you
You're in
girls
a different square.
you lean in?
You're in a different square.
Anyway, no, but it's kind of a sweet story. It has nothing, there's no words
Andrew
involved.
hung up.
Can somebody still listen to Cynthia for 5 seconds? For fuck's sake.
I'm
Oh,
listening.
there he is.
I just wanted to say that I
I hit a button.
could you please, Howard, enough. I said you can listen in. I didn't say chime in. That's enough. Anyway, where were we? He's in the other room. Unbelievable. Anyway,
So go ahead.
so anyway, I had a big birthday.
Okay.
And so Mitzi and I was performing in La Jolla that weekend, and normally we stay in that gorgeous condo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
But Mitzi
Right,
gave me,
Aretha?
for my birthday, Mitzi gave me her condo,
Ah.
Oh,
Wow.
and I got to stay there. And of course, I brought all my friends to stay there with me. All the waitresses, the manager,
Sandy.
Who? Sandy? My crotch
Sandy.
Sandy was absolutely there. Not dry that time. Anyway, but I have all these pictures of us on her taking pictures on her furniture and her, her like those 1930s lamps, and just like it was like the best. I mean it, like the best fucking birthday ever, especially for somebody who had a sickening life. It was a good time. That was good.
That condo was so much fun.
It was.
All black, wasn't it, Cynthia?
Huh?
Wasn't the condo all black, as I remember?
Not the new
Not
one.
Mitzi's.
No, hers was like
No, Mitzi's
red or
was
pink.
gorgeous. It was like, it was hot pink. It had all these,
Pink.
it was incredible. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was fancy. And I had a killer weekend in there. But that was a really sweet thing to do. My mother would never have done anything like that. So Mitzi's, so that's, still not. She still doesn't ask me how I am still. I'm still, anyway.
I get it.
How are we? Are we good?
Bruce, did you play La Jolla?
I did, yes.
Uh-huh.
Of course he
I'm
did.
sorry.
Well, I've got a Mitzi story, but it involves Cynthia. Cynthia, I can't
Oh,
believe
yeah.
you didn't tell this story.
I love this
Uh-oh.
story.
So Cynthia and I are at Carney's, which is like this hot dog place down the street from the Comedy Store. And we're
Everybody knows that.
yeah, okay. All
Some
right,
people
settle
hadn't been
down,
to
Andrew.
LA.
So
Oh.
yeah, so we're over there, we're eating, we're having a good time. And I said, oh, you know what? We see the picture of the chocolate frozen bananas. And I'm like, we should get one of those. So we're like laughing, we're like, school children. So we get a chocolate frozen banana, and they happen to hand us one that's like 15 inches and it's curved. And we are,
Now I'm up.
so we're just laughing. We think it's so funny. And then I've got to be back at the store for my set. So Cynthia, somehow, as we're getting closer to the Comedy Store, she grabs the chocolate banana and she starts chasing me around the Comedy Store with this big frozen chocolate banana. And we go to the back room where it's like in between the belly room or whatnot. And she's screaming and chasing me. And all of a sudden we run into that room and Mitzi is there getting like her feet rubbed by Tommy or somebody.
Yeah, of course.
And we run in there and we stop. And then she looks at us and I'm like, and we're like, oh, hey, Mitzi. And how are you? And she's like, Barbara, which is, she only called me Barbara as in Streisand. I didn't have a name. I was just Barbara. So she was like, Barbara. And so we leave because we're totally uncomfortable. And then that week, I don't know about you, Cynthia, but I got banned that week because I was told by Tommy that was not like the type of behavior that she expects from me.
From you.
Yeah.
God.
She expected it from me. I didn't get
Yeah.
anything. I was fine.
You're fine. Great. Yeah, that's what happened.
I like that story. That was a good one.
Wait a minute, you didn't like mine? Mine was like,
Yeah, your story was good, but Cynthia is yelling at me.
Cynthia does that. She tends to yell at people. That's who she is.
Yeah, but I didn't even do anything. I hit a button. I don't even know how to hang this up, Eleanor, because I got to go eat dinner. And I'm not sure, how to.
Can you have your girlfriend come in and she'll hit leave conversation or leave?
She's the cook.
Howard, I'll be right there in the other room. Just
I don't want to bother her because then she'll burn the meat.
Bruce, I want to talk about the.
wait a minute, is that what you're calling it now? Burning the meat?
No.
Hey, I told you, I'm getting this. I live alone.
Andrew, that's a good one.
That was a good one. Burn the meat.
No. That's a different thing. The purple bacon lips, all that shit. That's, you know what I mean? The panty oyster, all that shit that I told. No, burning. I'm talking about the kebabs, like real meat. I'm testing around with kebabs.
Wait a minute. Before you leave, I just remembered something. At this age, they come and they go.
All right.
Yes.
I had to follow you several times in the main room. And
Okay.
and one thing about a Dice, just a sweetheart. He finished with "you muppet duppa stairs and motherfucker" and the piece.
Okay.
Well, that's not exactly how it goes. But.
Meanwhile, you're killing. It doesn't make any difference. You're killing. And he finishes the set. He introduces me, very sweet, funny lady. And I come out, and this was my opening. I said, I looked to see if he had left, and I said, so listen, I'm sitting in the back, and I'm sitting on this guy's face, and he can't breathe. And he can't breathe. And they start to laugh, and I go, what do you think, it's gonna get better? I says, he left you in the gutter. He left you in the gutter. What do you think? I'm gonna talk about dieting and dating now? I gotta get you right back in the fucking gutter. And that's how I won the audience over, by saying that. I loved going after you all the time. You're such, I loved watching you become the biggest star.
Aw.
No, thank you.
Watching you.
No, you were always good with me. You know me, you know.
Yeah, no, you're a good guy. Good guy. A
No,
lot of
you're
guy
good.
a lot of fun.
With a foul
Listen,
mouth.
No, my favorite.
No,
was-
but
oh, wait.
what have I been foul on this call, Eleanor?
No,
You
you've
don't
been
want to
good.
Shut your mouth.
Your
Oh,
purple
my
bacon
favorite-
lips
wait a
and
minute,
oyster.
No, but I'm saying she's talking about the meat, and I'm giving her the real names for it.
No, my favorite is the videos that you two do when you're on Facebook.
No, we love it. We
The
go crazy
Facebook.
Oh my
with that.
God.
Roberta, the Facebook.
Instagram.
No, but I see. No, but wait a minute. I see it on Facebook. I don't have Instagram.
Well,
Oh,
no,
okay.
a lot of them I'll load up to Facebook too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
That's true. We put them everywhere. And I miss
But
doing them. It was so much fun.
people, we really get into it. It's like nuts when we do
Oh my
that
God.
stuff.
I tell you all the time, Eleanor, it cracks me up.
I love that you watch them. I love that
Oh
people
my
love
God.
them. In the middle of a pandemic, they're still doing the Star Tours
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Guys,
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Are you right in the window, Elle? Is that where you
We're
guys are?
Yeah,
in
they're in the
where
window.
more COVID is, and this
How
is where
funny.
more COVID is.
Wait,
Right,
wait a
give us
minute.
story.
I'll tell you one more
Oh,
good
for
one
fuck's
about-
sake, Roberta.
Wait, you guys remember Kippa
Roberta, but first let's give out your email, roberta@aol.com.
No, it
okay?
isn't.
No,
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 no.
that's-
Okay, just kidding.
That's my website.
All right.
Got it.
Roberta
Got
Kemp.
it. Got it.
Eleanor,
Roberta Kemp.
Eleanor, I'm being
Okay.
yelled at. I gotta go eat the meat now.
okay, you go eat the meat, and then
The
Kim
barbecue.
Tavares is going to join us.
Oh,
All
Oh,
right, well,
fun. Bye.
all right.
Bye,
It was great
Andrew.
seeing everybody.
Really good.
Andrew,
see you.
thank you.
bye,
It
Andrew.
was
Love
great
you.
seeing everybody.
And
Bye,
thanks
Andrew.
for
See you, Andrew.
All right, bye now.
Good to see you, my dear.
Good to see all of you.
He's
Kim
not.
Tavares is here.
Kim's on two things. We got Kim all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. Because Mitzi loved the theme shows. Look at Bruce is waving like he's leaving too.
No, he's not.
No, I was scratching.
Oh, you're
No,
waving
Bruce
to
is here.
Andrew. Okay.
I was
So
waiting.
wait, two things though, before we move forward. Eleanor, I wanted you to tell like your favorite story either that you've experienced or heard so far, since you've heard all of them. And I also want Bruce to tell a story too. So that's where I'm at.
I
That's
love
what I
that. And I will do that. I wanted to talk about the theme shows. Like Mitzi loved
Oh
the
my
theme
God.
shows. And the
Okay.
girls show was a
Yes.
theme show.
Yes,
Bruce had to do It's Fun to Be a Jew.
I did that. Bruce.
did that
with
too.
Bruce.
yeah.
Which we all know it's not fun to be a Jew, but that's what came out of that. And I got told a story today. I was texting back with Maj Jabrani, and he
Oh,
had sent me a
great
picture,
story.
and we're
Yes.
talking about when
Shit,
we
I
were
should
at
call
her
Maz.
80th birthday celebration. And I said, do you remember when she used to do the theme shows? She had Arabian Nights.
Yes.
For anybody who was from the Middle East or maybe lived to the left of the Middle East. And then I said she had the Jew show, and he goes, yes. And he goes, I think even at our show, and I couldn't believe I was reading this. He said she had Lemaire belly dance at the Arabian Nights.
She certainly
Oh,
did.
that sounds
That's a
familiar.
fact. That's a fact.
Okay, how come I'm the last to know this? Like I feel like someone just showed me the hidden treasure map.
No, but and her whole thing with the Arabian Nights, she thought she could bring peace to the Middle East. I swear to God that she was convinced that this was gonna bring peace to the Middle
Yeah.
East.
Yeah.
Arabian
Apocalypse
Nights
wouldn't bring
Yeah.
peace to the Middle East.
But Mitzi had it under with Maz Jabrani. Speaking of a story, I should have had Maz. This is so hard to do because there's so many great people that come through the Comedy Store
Yeah.
and have experienced, we used to say like Mitzi had Noah's Ark. She had to have two of everything. You know what I mean?
she had two similar always, right? And so but she was doing the Arabian Nights or whatever. And Maz, when she passed Maz, she was like, "Oh, great. What are you?" And he's like, "Iranian." And she's like, "Okay, can you wear the turban?" And he's
Oh
like,
my God.
"No, I'm not gonna wear
Turban.
turban.
Yes.
Can you wear the whole outfit?" And he was like, "No." He told the story on the
In his
Comedy
book,
Store
too.
podcast.
And
Yeah.
his book, yeah.
Oh my God. But he kept saying, okay. And then he was like, how the fuck am I going to tell my family that I have to do this? Because this isn't good. They're going to start throwing stones at me and shit. Like it was so bad. And he was so nervous that he just like waited it out. And he'd be like, I couldn't find the turban. Like he would always miss something. And she'd be like, okay. And eventually he just got to go on without his costumes. But she was so
Oh.
obsessed
Oh.
with people wearing a costume or doing
Mhm.
like I tried to get Louis Anderson on because she wanted him to be the sweater comic.
The sweater.
That's
He
right.
literally had a she goes,
Right.
"You look like you should wear sweaters." And he's
That's
like, "I
right.
don't wear sweaters."
She did that with Yakov. You know,
Yakov, yeah,
Wait, she made
That
him
was
a sweater
appropriate.
comic too?
oh my God, I'm gonna tell you something. When we would play the Laugh Stop, it would be Yakov would be the opening act. I'd be the middle act, and maybe the headliner would be Marsha Warfield or Robin Williams or people like that.
called Marsha. All right,
And
hit her up.
Well, I literally would go back and I would say, Yakov's doing well, we're gonna kill. If he was doing well, we were gonna kill.
Oh
what's
my
his name?
God,
There was
that's so
John.
mean.
There was John somebody too, and he's passed away. God, he was so funny, blonde, good-looking guy. Can't.
Oh,
John,
like a feathered hair look.
yeah, really handsome, really handsome. He would play the Laugh Stop too.
Fox.
John, you might be right. John,
Who?
it might be John Fox.
I don't know. What happened to Kim? We lost Kim.
We never got her.
What
No,
happened?
she came in and then she went back out.
We never got to see her. Just said her
Damn
name.
Let's hear Bruce's
I hit
story.
up. I did hit up like Marsha Warfield and
you?
Sherry Shepard and a few other people, but like a lot of people didn't get back to me or didn't see it because I don't know if I have the right emails. So I was sending emails and then sending it
text
on
Sherry.
Facebook.
Why
I'll
can't you
text.
Yeah,
just
text her, yeah.
Yeah,
Southern-
Sherry will get on.
Okay,
Beaumont?
Bruce, I want to hear a
Oh
story.
yeah, Beaumont.
Can Bruce, can you tell a story, please?
I can't tell a story.
A Mitzi story, anything.
You know, well, it's not that funny. You want to hear it?
It's all right.
That's what we said.
It's
Good or
okay.
bad.
It's
It
okay.
doesn't matter. Funny, not funny.
It's an interesting story. I moved to LA in 78 and I
Okay.
wasn't ready. I really didn't have an act or anything, but I just felt that it was all going to happen for me. And I was sitting with Mitchell Walters, of all people, at the Hyatt House, used to have a coffee shop there. And I was trying to work on my first 5 minutes, and in comes Mitzi, and she comes up to the table and she looks at Mitchell and she looked at me and she goes, "That face," she's talking to me, "that's such a perfect face for comedy."
Oh my God.
That face on my stage Monday night. And I was
Oh my
like,
God.
well, I'm not quite ready for you. So
I'm not ready for you.
There's no talent when I see it. So she sets me up 9:30 prime time on the Monday night, and I bombed terribly. I just didn't. And I went up to her. Again, this is now 79. This is early 79. And I said,
Wow.
"I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to work here." And she just looked at me with the cigarette, with the smoke going up.
Yeah.
"You have no talent whatsoever. Don't even
Oh,
think
God.
about doing stand-up." So
Oh.
I then developed, I didn't get into the comedy until 1993. So we're
Oh,
Wow.
14 plus years later.
Yeah,
And I did it all with Skippy Lowe and working
Sure.
us too, yeah.
with Mariana Tilton.
Yeah.
I did a little bit at the Improv for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and then I was out there, but I managed to do it all without the Comedy Store. So this is where the story gets good. So I was hanging around Rabbi Schwartz. You remember him? Schwartz?
Sure.
I sent
We used to do the porn parties in the main room.
Okay, so that's where we're going to. So
Rabbi Schwartz.
he has me organizing these shows at the Comedy Store, even though I'm not in at the Comedy Store. We started.
This is my favorite thing.
We started there about 91, and I would always kill because it was all these Jews wanted to meet other single people, and I'd host and I'd kill them. And Mitzi would come to the show, And every single time, right before I would do my set, she would get up and leave the room because she hated me so much. So, okay, I was okay by then. I was on the road. It didn't matter. It was bittersweet that I would do the show Kill and nothing would come of it. That's okay. So we do this 3 years in a row. And then we're getting ready for the 4th year. And the rabbi's wife comes up and she goes, "Oh, we're so happy to have you." I go, "Listen, Olivia, I would do this no matter what." The irony is Mitzi not a big fan of mine, and she leaves the room and she hates me. And I told her, and so anyway, I go out on stage, bang, I kill, and I look at Mitzi's area where she sat on the upper left. If you're looking from the stage, she's not there. I went, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" Just nothing. And I walk off stage, and she was backstage, and Olivia had gone to her when she started to leave. She says, "You are not leaving. You are watching him." It's a very emotional story.
Me too. I'm crying too.
I love you.
And I walk off the stage, and Mitzi was there going, "You are so great. I can't believe that I felt this way about you." And then
But you changed her mind.
it changed. And from then on, I got all these great spots. And when I left LA in 2001, I left on top. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a real amazing story.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The best one-man show. The best one-man show ever. in the world.
Absolutely. I went to Bruce's one-man show.
Yeah.
Not wrong about that, David. You're right.
You're not wrong about that.
Bruce,
Bruce,
knows.
I still have my magnet, your magnet on my
Okay, have it on
refrigerator.
It keeps the weight down. Absolutely.
You know, I went to see, it was probably maybe about 4 days before she passed. She lived down the block from me. So Jeff Scott, the piano player,
Sure.
who everybody loves here, he and we got together, and Scott let us in, and I sat down, and she had a picture right behind her of Vicky and I we took for her 80th birthday in front of the Comedy Store in La Jolla. And so I sat, I remember just kneeling beside her, and I was telling her I had got married, that, there was some sucker out there, and I sat there and I held her hand.
You got one.
She couldn't really speak, and she had those perfect manicured nails, just beautiful. And I'm like, "Your nails, lady,
Alfred.
you have no idea." Right. And, I just laid everything down of just how important she was to me. My mother had just passed maybe like a couple months before, and just said, "You are my second mother, and without you, I would be nowhere. And you were the one person that really gave me this chance." And then I would answer for her as she was just kind of looking at me.
Yeah.
I would answer for her and go, "Well, Barbara, I'm glad I could do that for you. Could you just?" And then I'm like, "Yeah." And then I went on and I did this and then this, and all these flowers are so beautiful. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, could you just shut up already? I'm tired. I want to go to sleep."
Oh my
So we
God.
just kind of went back and forth. Well, I went back and forth, and just for like an hour, and I just was so happy I got that moment to share with her and to tell her how I feel, because she was, you didn't know. She kind of had that unpredictability about her, but
Sure.
she believed in you, and like Bruce, that was like,
Yeah.
there was no
Really.
better feeling.
I'm gonna go get Adam. I'll be right back. He's coming in my apartment, so I'll let him say hi.
Adam Barnhart?
Barnhart, yeah. So don't.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, but all right, I'll tell a story while you're going then. No, because like I got to share a lot of weird things with Mitzi before becoming a comic, like being her assistant and stuff like that. She would, I'd be at her house all day, just hanging out, doing random stuff. Like my favorite was Mitzi. She could go all day without eating. And some days like Freddie Soto would come by just to say hi or whatever. When Corey was the town coordinator, Freddie's wife, Princess Corey. And so we were sitting at the house and like be starving all day. And then Mitzi at the end of the day would be like, "You want an almond?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want a fucking nut. What are you, a squirrel? What is that?" Like I used to get so angry at her, right? So then she asked me if I would go to the Dominican Republic with her. And I was like, what am I going to eat in the Dominican? I'm going to starve. I'm going to die. What are you going to, we're going to bring nuts? We going to bring almonds? So we go to the Dominican Republic. She was getting stem cell injections.
Wasn't that from Dr. William Rader?
If you want to out him, yes.
It was Dr. William Rader, who was Sally Struthers' husband.
Oh, you're kidding.
They were divorced. But
he was very nice. He was very nice.
She told me she was going to him. I remember her telling me that.
Well, you had to go out of the country,
right?
Because it was illegal.
Right.
So, yes, we just got flashed by Annie Letterman, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta love her. Those are pretty titties.
That was a lot.
That was fun.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
What just happened?
Anyway, so we go to the Dominican Republic, and I'm a nervous wreck at this point. Like I'm with Mitzi. I have no idea what stem cells are. I don't know. It's my first time leaving the country. I've only left South Philadelphia to go to Jersey and Los Angeles. So now I'm in the Dominican Republic with my boss, and we were getting the stem cell injections, and she was always playful. Mitzi was always playful, being silly, saying different things. And we're sitting there, and the guy's giving her the injection, and she looks at me and goes, I hope that one had blonde hair and blue eyes. She saw how nervous I was. I was sweating. Like, God forbid if something happened, I had to sign a paper saying they wouldn't treat her in the United States because it was illegal. So it was like weekend at Bernie's, God forbid if something happened.
Was it just the two?
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. It was the most terrifying.
And stem cell. I mean, I would believe that just prolonged. I mean, I'm glad.
Well, it was the second time. The first time she went with Wheeler. The second time I went with her in the 2000s.
I'm just
early
glad she
2000s.
even did that. Like,
oh,
I
sure.
think that. I mean, my father was behind like creating stem cell research. So that is like,
I believe. Listen, I think it's phenomenal. The first time she did it, she came back. She was doing backflips. I swear to God, like she was like,
yeah.
But the second time, I mean, unfortunately, you can't. It doesn't cure it. It just kind of slows things down, and slowly, gave her probably an extra 10 years for sure.
I'm glad she did that.
Rader, he got in a lot of trouble. William Rader got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, that's nice.
Good. He used to have a diet clinic here. He would be on Channel 7, and he would come on and he'd go, "It's not your fault." That was his big gimmick. It was and I put a thing in my act. I go, "It's not my fault, you schmuck. Who's feeding me at 3 o'clock in the morning? And if it's not my fault." I mean, it was this whole thing, and they were married, and Sally was one of my best friends.
Yes.
Brother.
Say hello. Say hello.
Say hello.
Oh, look! Wait, where's your key?
What's happening, Cynthia? What is that?
This is Adam's dog.
Oh, Adam, say hello.
Is it a puppy?
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know how old he is.
I can't see anything.
No, say hi to Adam.
He's grown.
Yeah, we are a little delayed on our
Okay,
feed,
we just
that's
want to say hello. That's all right.
Hello. Adam can say hello. Adam has great Mitzi stories.
Come on,
Hey,
Adam.
how are you? Hi,
The great Adam Barnhart, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
How are you?
That's subdued.
Great.
Adam Barnhart.
Do you remember Bruce Smirnoff?
Yes, I do. How are you?
He doesn't know me.
This is Roberta.
Roberta Kent, Retha Jones.
Rita.
Rita.
Hi, Adam.
And there's Shawnee Pulaski's.
Sean.
I
I
love.
remember Adam.
I have. Oh, good. My Emily, the phone died. The thing died. I'm sorry. Is there people in the waiting room? Okay, well, we can hear you still. We just can't see you.
It's okay.
So we're going to work through this. If anybody else has a story to tell, go right ahead.
There's nothing going on at the Comedy Store, is there?
No, we're not doing any stand-up or anything like
No,
that.
we're having a pool party. And so they closed it down.
We're sitting in the original room where like at the House of Blues, like you look out into the House of Blues. And I remember when I started here in 93, and my very first, like when they were building House of Blues was maybe 94, 95. And I walked in the original room and Mitzi was sitting in her room and she goes, "Go over there and tell them to stop
building.
Ah,
Oh,
And I go to the House of Blues or whatever. Like it wasn't the House of Blues. I go to that big thing over there. And she made me go over there. Oh, Jimmy Schubert, turn the music down.
yeah,
Hey,
you
Bruce,
freaky little.
Bruce.
Hi,
it
Jimmy
was-
Schubert. I can't.
He's a freak.
Bruce, it was John Fox.
Hello.
I want to be
Where
a
is he?
country star.
Bruce,
Non-video.
John Fox, Bruce. It was John Fox.
John Fox. I love that.
Jimmy Shub.
I'm here.
Shuby.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
here. Can you see me?
I
No,
can't.
we can't, but we can hear
Come on.
you.
What kind of operation you guys running over there?
One at the comedy store.
It's a comedy store operation, which means it's going to be a problem.
You guys. Shoot.
Who's
That's
fucking?
my-
Somebody has to take their meds. What is it?
That's me. I gotta take my heart
Roberta, is
med.
that you?
No, it's not me. Not me.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Am I in now?
I'm so jealous of Mitzi right now.
You're on Jimmy's side.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Am I in?
We can see you.
Are you in? Yeah, Jimmy, I can
Yeah.
feel you. You're in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm
I
old.
never have that problem at home.
Am I in? I love you.
I'm in the meeting. What's up, you
Okay.
freaky little midget?
What's up, Shuby?
How you
What's
doing?
up, Sin?
I want to be a country star.
Everybody has
do.
their
Yeah.
favorite Jimmy Schubert bits.
Yeah, my husband I imitate Jimmy, and then my husband does it in a Brazilian accent, and it's just never as funny as when Jimmy does it.
I was telling how that a Mitzi story, but then everything shit the bed, which is fine. They're getting a cord, okay. But she was making me tell them to stop building the House of Blues because it was messing up the view. She could no longer see out the original room and look downtown. Do you remember when they tore
Yeah.
down House of Blues?
Yep.
How gorgeous it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's what
I
she
mean,
was
look what's
talking
in
about.
front of us now, though.
I
It's
know, we
like-
never knew what it looked
like-
like before that.
Now the Staples Center.
It's
is
a
in
fucking
front of
eyesore.
The comedy
It's
store. You
so
can't-
bad.
It's like it's so dark. It makes it so dark. The street's so dark.
It blocks it. But when that was down for about, I think it was about close to a year where they weren't building
A little longer
anything
than a
there.
year,
And
yeah.
it was so, and I was like, oh, that's what she meant. Cause I was so new at the store. I didn't look out the fucking window. I was worried about serving drinks.
You know, back in the day, Mitzi actually owned that property. There was a
I was just gonna say that.
there was a bar.
It was
Roberta. You remember that bar? The across the street saloon.
I have the T-shirt.
It was run by Biff Maynard and Daily Pike, and that place never met a nickel because those guys drank on a profit.
Right.
I swear to God, there was a couple pool tables. There was sawdust and peanuts all over the floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It became a restaurant. Roy's. Remember, it was like Roy's Chinese restaurant or something like that.
Oh, wasn't it a Thai place that
She managed, that went into the ground too. She managed to cock that up too.
I remember just the T-shirts. I never saw the place. It was gone by the time I got here.
Yeah, that was back. That was back when I had my motorcycle accident. I had my little crutches and my pins in my leg and everything.
Yeah, don't worry, Roberta. This isn't Fred calling. This is Jimmy Schubert, the other cripple.
No, you have another show happening, Eleanor, at 10 o'clock. What's happening?
What I no, you guys are fine. We're just trying to figure this out. I don't know if you can see, but we're having cords.
I'll beat it and make some space for somebody else's head in this group.
Hold on, we're just plugging it back in.
Are they cleaning everything off? Are they disinfecting it, Eleanor?
No.
How many
spooge on it?
How many Jews are we gonna have on this damn thing?
Oh God, Brian Holtzman's here.
Brian Holtzman.
One too many now.
I thought this was gonna be a Black Lives Matter rally. I got in the wrong show.
Yes, not
Rita,
that.
Rita's the best. She's been saving it and saving it and saving it. Boom.
Turn
Gave
your
it to
video
us.
on, you pussy.
Yeah, gave it to us.
Hey, Cynthia, I love your glasses.
Thank you. I like yours.
I got mine at Martin Scorsese garage sale. Where'd you get yours?
Brian! It's
Brian.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I wish we could see him. I can't see him
Yeah,
yet.
little
You know
white
what's
out.
funny? You know
Jesus.
what's funny? I was heading back. I'm heading back to Philadelphia, but even with the Black Lives Matter movement, everybody's trying to get on the action. Even the airlines. So blackout dates matter.
There he goes. Jimmy's on, guys.
Come on.
Here
But
all
he's,
week.
We need
Brian,
that.
you got a Mitzi story? We don't have much time for you. Yeah, we see that bullshit. So anyway, keep going.
I don't see anything.
He says he's got a dead air. Why can't you see him?
Oh, our thing died. Our
Oh.
monitor died. Sorry.
Oh,
I-
weird.
That's okay.
That's
We
nice
can
shirt.
still hear you though.
I
there he
wanted,
is.
Here, we can hear him. Go ahead.
I can hear him.
I have some items of
Interest.
items of interest that I'm on Venmo, and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the first thing I want to do, this is only $100. This is a book. This is the Comedy Store book. It's only $100, and
That's a
Mitzi signed,
15-year anniversary.
and she signed it right here, if you can see. So this will be
Not really.
$100. I'm on Vimeo.
Vimo.
Hey, Brian.
Yes,
Nice mustache. What are you shaving with Clark Gable's razor? What's going on with that stash?
these are Mitzi's slippers. People didn't know that Mitzi had very large feet. Very large feet.
I want you all to know.
Brian, there's no way
want you-
those are Mitzi.
I want you all to know something. Bruce,
Yes.
Bruce is now looking for something to bring back. He's going to
Who?
bring
You
back
think
something.
so?
Mark my words, he's going to
Oh,
bring
yeah?
back something from the Comedy Store.
This is a short T-shirt. This is also $100. This is the first one. This was the
Oh,
only
Mitzi.
one that was extra large. It was the only extra large.
What do you have, Bruce?
This, when they prohibited smoking.
Told you, I told you.
1994, she had about 20 of these in the up in the office, and I took one. These are.
Are you?
And I took one.
I
Uh-huh.
told you.
That's so
Cynthia, I
brutal.
told you.
and to
Nailed
this
it.
day, whenever anybody comes over to smoke cigarettes.
Is
are-
that an ashtray or is that Marty Feldman's contact lens? What the fuck is that?
Wait, should I go get my silk bathrobe that I have from the black silk bathrobe?
And
Wow.
it says the Comedy Store on there.
Yep.
No, it was
This-
from
this is-
Marlboro. And if
This
there
is
was of them in between
Brian.
the office and the belly room, there was that little, like a mini hallway, and they were all in boxes, and there was no more smoking. And I took one. That's it.
Bruce. This is a terrible story, Bruce. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I
This
think
is,
it's amazing.
Brian
Bruce.
has more things to share. He won't be able to breathe until it happens. Go on, darling.
this is my original contract to become a
I thought
paid
so,
regular.
too.
Mitzi's signature's on the back. This one is $200. It's my contract. Yeah, and Mitzi's
That's,
signature.
Mitzi gave you a contract when you became a paid
I
regular.
have the same
Yeah, I
one.
had to sign the
That's it,
independent contractors.
I have that. You don't have that, Al? I have that.
No, I didn't get one. That's
You know what? 1993 was when I became a regular.
I'm
I
not
can't
past.
believe it. I thought it was later.
What year did you become a regular, Cynthia?
93. I always thought it was 94, but I found my contract and signed by Mitzi. I didn't laminate it though.
Yeah, yours is laminated, Brian.
Brian,
You
of
have
course.
way
Oh,
too
yes.
much time on your hands, buddy.
Everything
Place
gets
you
well.
haven't been fired from, by the way.
I have one of those jobs where they have all that fancy office equipment. This is a picture. This is a picture of Mitzi's bodyguard.
Who is it? Who is it?
Who is that?
Where's Mitzi's bodyguard?
Right there. Can you see it?
It's an Asian man. I can't tell who it is.
And this is a picture of Mitzi in San Antonio, Texas.
Wow.
I like the way Brian's so prepared.
Yeah.
This
So
is-
prepared, you know?
Yeah.
We've been
This
sitting
is-
here telling stories. Brian came with, he's got stuff.
This is 500. This is 500
That's not
US.
Mitzi. That's not Mitzi at all.
Now this is the back scratcher I got. And a pair of panties. I got these from Jimmy Schubert. These are Mitzi's panties. back scratcher from Jimmy Schubert. These are worth, these is gonna be 1,000.
$1,000. Right.
And these are my pennies. If you want one.
I don't know. I can't tell.
You can also use these to tent a house. And this is Mitzi's. Mitzi always liked to slice her apples. I took this like my friend from Florida, Bruce. I stole this from Mitzi's house up in Hollywood, Beverly Hills, wherever it was.
I was on Doheny. It was on Doheny.
Doheny. And I took this, and this is what she used to smash her apples before she
I have one of those.
before she fucked Schubert. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Holy fuck.
Brian, your collar's screaming. Do you think you can give it some room? It's screaming. Maybe you should have gotten an extra large or something.
Kim Tavares made it in. You're dark, Kim.
Kim, where are you?
Lemaire is in too, but she's
Lemaire?
And Johnny Sanchez.
Hi.
Oh, it's fucking Sanchez here. Get the fuck out.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi, Kim. Hi,
Hey, the beaner.
I'm
there.
I'm driving.
Oh, you driving?
Sorry.
Kim's driving.
Oh my God.
I have to pick up my daughter. I have to pick up my daughter.
Turn on your dome
Turn your
light.
dome light. Get dangerous.
Turn your dome light on.
Here's
What's the
Johnny.
dome light?
John,
The dome light. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Johnny, turn your light off, Johnny.
turn your light off.
We got
It's the light inside the car.
It's not on.
It's not
Get her,
on.
Kim.
Turn it
Get
on.
her, Kim. Don't take that
Yeah.
shit.
No, you're being funny. Wait, and guess what else, you guys? So I have to wear I have a partial, and since the corona, because of the mask, I hate wearing it, so I don't have it on. So you can see like a space on this side because you can see that I'm missing teeth. But
Jesus Christ.
well, hopefully you can't see it because it's dark. Because I just remembered, I'm like, holy shit, I don't have on my teeth.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Let's see.
Brian!
Hey, Jesus Christ. Kim, what are you flossing with bridge cable for Christ's sake?
No, listen, it's a long story, and I'm almost 60, and I'm being
Shut
honest.
the fuck up.
No way.
Can you believe it?
I'm almost 60.
way.
Wow.
Listen,
Wait.
when Mitzi
Right?
made me a regular at the Comedy Store, I was 34.
Wow.
Wow.
And what year was that, Kim? What year was that?
Johnny, it was almost around the same time as you, Johnny. It was 19. Cameron is 26, and at that time Cameron was 20. Cameron was 2.
Yeah.
So,
That's when I met him. That's when
No, I got
1994, 95,
I gotta do
1996.
fucking math now?
Johnny,
Jimmy, you're wearing the glasses.
Exactly.
Johnny is.
Wait a minute. I got
Oh my God, what's going on there, Bruce? Oh my God.
Johnny is the only Mexican that helps build the wall.
Oh God, here we go, Jack.
Oh my God, I'm glad some minorities are in the room now.
Hey, nice pussy. Nice pussy. Oh, look at that pussy. Oh, I want to lick that pussy. Oh, lick that fucking pussy.
All right, Brian.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna callous on your feelings at the Zoom meeting.
Who muted Brian?
Bruce is enjoying that too much.
Look at the cat.
Hi, Bruce.
There's two of them. Always got
Brian, wait a minute. You got 2 kitties?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
Mr. Clydesdale, and this is Mr.
Somebody
Buck.
hung up. I think Brian knocked himself out.
No, he's still there.
Hey, Bruce, you ever put 9 lives on your ball sack and let your cat flick it off?
Who's the
But
mystery
it's hard to
guest?
see her.
Who's the mystery
Lumaire?
guest?
There.
That's
Lumaire, is that
Lumaire.
you? We just see
There.
red hair.
Lumaire,
A
put your
floating
camera
red
down.
head.
You look beautiful.
Yeah.
There.
Show us those jugs.
Oh, all right.
This is like a fucking,
It
it's
looks
like
like
a Forgetting Brady Bunch episode I've ever seen.
I'm on a minute. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Brian, back over your
Brian,
mic.
can
Oh
you
my
back
God.
away from the microphone?
Yeah.
Mike,
Like you're-
Brian, sit away
Hey,
from
Brian. Brian,
Away from the mic.
Brian, even if you went in the bedroom, we could fucking hear you. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, the airport called and asked if you could hold it down and try to land fucking planes over there. All right.
Jesus Christ, you're in a trailer for Christ's
I
sake.
think
Jesus, let's fucking bring it down tonight. Christ, Saltzman.
Johnny,
Yeah.
Johnny Sanchez is the only Mexican that helps.
Do not repeat jokes, Holtzman.
Yeah, you just said that.
Thank you,
Hey,
Kim.
Brian.
And let's him.
Stop
I
it.
already
Listen,
laughed. Brian
listen,
and I already laughed. And it was
Listen.
already funny.
listen,
But
I'm
that's
very
because-
concerned the cats are taking over Bruce right now. Can we have an intervention?
Bruce,
Bruce, do you have pants on?
There are 95 cats in Bruce's apartment right now.
Yeah. Bruce is gonna shit.
Christ.
Hey,
Bruce is
we
Kim,
gonna
might
shit
get
a
more
fur
hits.
ball.
Can
Hold
you
on a
make those
second.
cats flip?
Shooter.
Can you make those cats flip or something so we get more hits?
Oh my God.
Throw one
Where's-
in the air. Stick a pencil in his hand.
Jesus.
Where's Robert Apawaka? Robert Apawaka. Robert Apawaka.
What the fuck is wrong with the sound on your?
You know,
You know, Holtzman
Meanwhile,
Brian
you just
does
lost
this
another
every
two.
day.
Hey, Johnny, where you from, bro? Johnny, where you from originally? San Joaquin Valley?
No, I'm not in the San Joaquin Valley.
Johnny,
but-
tell him Mitzi's story.
Yeah, Johnny.
Oh,
Tell him Mitzi's story.
Johnny.
Well, I wanted
Shut up, Brian.
I wanted to ask something. I didn't get I saw earlier that Brian Holtzman had a contract. I didn't get a contract.
Me either.
I didn't either.
Neither did I ever.
I didn't get a contract either, but smell my finger.
That's a contract, Jimmy.
Yipes.
That's binding. That's a binding situation.
Guys, we
Yes.
got another guest. We got another guest right
I
here.
knew he was going to be here.
The great Don Barrett.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Don.
It's
Long time
Robert
no
William
see.
Aprovia, you moron.
He's doing his contract. Are you okay?
All right, I'm good. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye,
Oh,
Sean.
bye to Sean
Sean.
Pawlowski. Oh, look,
Bye-bye.
Angelina's out.
Bye.
Angeline.
Where's she going? Temple?
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
That's the most racist thing
Good
I've
shit.
ever heard.
Bruce.
He said Sean.
Jesus.
Happy
I love
birthday,
it.
Nancy.
I'm
Happy
gonna go get my
birthday, Miss-
cats. This is just hilarious.
And Rita, you're just almost ready for bed.
She is.
No, I'm
Aretha
ready for
is
bed, not almost.
She's in bed. Okay,
I'm
Rita.
actually in bed.
Yeah.
Black sleep matters. Black sleep matters.
Matters. I can't with him.
It's killing me right now.
I hate him.
Ryan, you're so funny.
I got my nightgown on. My hair was wrapped up. I was like, oh well, you know.
Show us a
You
peek.
look great, Rita.
Look at Bruce.
Well, I should have did like Kim and stayed in the dark.
I
Show
forgot
it.
I had to
You've
pick up
been
my
missing
daughter.
teeth and shit. Damn, Kim, you missing teeth?
I
That ain't got nothing to do with age. I'm older than you.
Hey, hey, Don.
I've been
Yes.
no. I've been missing these teeth for a long time. I had a gum infection a long time ago, and I just said take out the teeth. I shouldn't have, but I did.
Yeah, you gotta be
But I have
careful. A friend of mine died of gingivitis. You gotta be careful with that shit.
Johnny
Mitzi
Sanchez.
died.
Johnny Sanchez is the only Mexican that doesn't like Mexican food.
Okay.
Oh, there. Hey, we just topped
Get
it.
him,
Most
Johnny.
racist
Is this
joke
the
there, right
theme?
there.
Is this the theme we're gonna go with, Brian?
No,
Yeah, I
Johnny,
would
before
take
you
this.
guys got here, it was a Jewish theme. So
Oh,
get in there, Johnny. Get in there.
I don't
Balance.
reckon.
Brian,
by the
Equal
way,
opportunity time.
you know what?
I don't.
Don Barris, I just thought of you. It was either earlier today or yesterday because I
I'm
heard
sorry.
that song. I heard that song.
Oh.
Wait, Brian.
If I may try to get a word in edgewise, I want to thank you, Johnny. Thank you for thanking me, and thank
Yeah.
you, Brian, for
I heard that
interrupting.
Top
Oh, it's
Gun
funny,
song.
Brian. Oh, Brian
I
Holtzman. Shut up! Just shut up.
Hey,
This
Don,
is
do you remember I
T-shirt
first met
number one. T-shirt number one, Don. Who gives a fuck how many T-shirts you wear in a row? Stupid ass.
Don, is that a formal T-shirt you're wearing? Hey, Don,
No.
you remember when I first met you? You got to Los Angeles and you drove all the way out from Michigan and you had $1,600 in your camera bag and someone stole it at a rest area while you
Whoa.
were in there on the business end of a glory hole. You remember that? The story you told me.
There he is, the joke smith of the '80s, coming through again. Funny stuff, Jimmy. No,
Hey,
it was
motherfucker,
over
it's still relevant, man.
$10,000. Over 10,000.
10,000
Wow.
got stolen?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's like 30,000 today.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
made it
right.
back in a week down on Santa Monica Boulevard, didn't you?
Kim, you can get a couple teeth
Funny
with
stuff.
that.
You got that right.
Kim, you look so great. Look at her. I'll bite your face.
my daughter did my braids because she's bored, so I let her do my braids. So in the dark, they look cute.
Who knocked your teeth out? Tell us the truth. Who knocked your teeth out?
No, I'm serious. It actually happened when listen.
Come
It
on,
actually.
seriously.
I actually want to
I
tell you what
know.
really happened. So I got an infection in my mouth. I was at the Comedy Store then. And
Was Mitzi here? Can we talk
Yes.
about Mitzi? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
but Mitzi wasn't. That's not a Mitzi story, though.
Look, I hate a woman can take a punch as much as the next guy, but go ahead, get over your stuff.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you punched Mitzi before?
No, so I was.
Is that what she
so
was
I had-
into?
Listen, so I had a gum infection, and the dentist said you cannot smoke, or you cannot smoke, and I smoked. And
Yeah.
because I smoked, I got a bad infection, and they had to remove my teeth. I have teeth. I have teeth. I just you would never know. I'm just telling you because they're not here right now.
Kim, we love you no matter what.
Thank you.
How about
Yeah.
that?
There are no
love
teeth.
you.
I believe you. I believe you. Hey, Johnny, what'd you get? Early release because of the COVID-19?
Brian,
Brian Holtzman.
Brian, that's inappropriate.
You
I
Mexican.
can't hear anything Brian's saying. Brian's
because he
saying
yells.
so something. He's
Why? Because I'm speaking. Because I'm speaking English. You little.
All right, easy, Jack. Easy, Jack.
Oh, fuck.
Brian,
Anybody have a Mitzi story? We got a dog, a
Yeah,
cat,
you guys tell your
psychopath.
a lot of
I know-
people are. A lot of
I
people
know
are
Schubert's
online.
got,
Okay,
Schubert's
Brian.
got one. Schubert's got a Mitzi story. Oh, Schubert, let Schubert tell the Mitzi story. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it.
Why don't you tell a Mitzi story, Brian? The
Yeah,
last
Brian.
time.
Yeah, Brian.
It's not about you.
Brian, tell us about the last dance.
Well,
All right.
Brian?
Can I just say this? A couple people online are saying, Brian, can you turn up your mic?
Oh, look
Wait,
at
he
Schubert.
hang up?
It's
We
kicking
lost Retha.
Hey, Johnny, are you still in Los Angeles? Or you at San Joe Queen Valley?
No, you
Wait, we
said,
already
why
did
are
that
you
joke.
guys repeating the
Wait a
same
minute.
joke?
Because
That
of
isn't like
Johnny,
Jimmy.
the more you
That
do it,
isn't
the
like
funnier
Schubert.
it becomes.
I don't recognize Johnny without bars in front of his face.
Oh,
Christ, Brian.
Geez, what a
I mean-
racist animal you are.
Ryan, why don't you
Just-
like Johnny?
Yeah,
Holtzman's
Brian.
got like the best '90s jokes. Those are like that's
Get
like
'em, Johnny.
serial- right?
Did you get that joke? Did you take that joke from Carlos Mencia, Brian?
Yeah, Brian, did you,
Like that
did
from
you
Carlos?
steal it from
Hey,
the?
hey, Brian.
Wait,
Hey, Brian.
I used to do the road with Carlos, and he used to do all you guys jokes in Dallas, Texas, at the Improv. He used to
I
do.
believe
What
it.
else did he do, Kim?
And I go,
What else
Carlos,
did he do?
you can't do that
Where did
joke.
the
That's
bad man
Johnny's
touch you?
joke.
Where
And he
did
was
the
like,
bad
he's
man
not
touch
here. What?
Schubert, let her tell the story.
Hey, Johnny, shut the fuck up.
Schubert.
Hey, Cynthia, you still dressed up?
Louder! We can't hear you, Brian. We can't. Your volume's too low.
Cynthia's still dressed up from her Wendy's audition.
Brian, if you get any closer, you're gonna make a fucking hole in the computer. You fucking square-headed fat fuck.
Boy, guys, Mitzi's really gonna enjoy
I'm sorry.
this.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Mitzi.
I love that fucking Kim is fucking doing a fucking FaceTime while she's driving.
Yeah.
I touched my dick. I fucking bang into the guy in front of me. She's driving. She's got the phone.
Is that a true story, or did you say that just to be funny, Jimmy?
Hey, Don.
Yes.
I got gloves on. Why don't you throw a knuckle in my leather Cheerio and check for polyps, huh?
Oh, I didn't know that was coming. That's funny stuff. Keep it going.
Hey, Kim is on her way to the sheriff's department to make a report.
What is the report about? What are those underwear?
You're talking too soft, Brian. We couldn't hear the story you just told.
Where's the one with the jugs? What happened to the jugs? Did she get
Louder?
off?
Louder!
You offended her and she left. You offended her.
Oh, she's got big jugs. Come on.
No, she's watching fucking TV. You see the reflection.
Who has
in the glass?
big jugs?
Who's
So
talking about?
how's Florida? How's that cruise ship industry going, Bruce?
Hey, Holtzman, don't make fun. You couldn't even get a job on a lifeboat.
That's right.
You make a point, Jimmy.
That's
you
a good
make
point.
a point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Brian, those Mitzi slippers?
People didn't know she had large feet.
And you know what they say about a girl?
We
with
can't
large
hear
feet,
you,
don't
Brian. You're talking too soft.
Ah, you know what they say about a girl with large feet, don't you?
Big asshole.
Eleanor, I think you should have had people just come in one at a time.
Listen, Johnny, I tried and it got chaotic, more chaotic and more chaotic.
Hey,
I
Johnny,
tried
come
to
on.
run something
Bro,
and
it's
it
like the
didn't
comedy
work.
store in the 90s, bro. Fight for your fucking stage time. Like a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
don't
I
do
feel
that
like-
anymore.
I feel
Oh,
like
Why not?
Johnny, I love you, bro.
We
Laura
love you
Haynes
just
think
a
we
little
should Go to
bit.
bed. Laura Haynes says we should go to bed.
Did she say that? Aw.
Oh, Don Barris. You know what I like about
My
you?
Laura Haynes?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, he's always saying how many number T-shirt. I'm so sick and tired of the T-shirts. You know.
Yeah. What have
Jeez,
you
put a
ever
collar
done?
on.
What are you doing? Hey, wait a minute. Something successful has happened to me. I got to get away from this. I'm Brian Holtzman.
Can we talk about Mitzi?
Yeah, can we talk about Mitzi for a minute?
Does anybody
John,
have a story
John.
that could get Jimmy hard? Johnny,
Ah, you're a fucking
anybody?
savage.
Well, as a matter of fact,
Roberta Kent, ladies and gentlemen.
this is,
I have nothing but the utmost respect for you, Roberta.
Good, smart, because she'll rip your head off.
I'll tell
I know.
Well, first of all, we're all going to witness when they come and take Bruce away. I want you
Yeah.
to know that. Because I made a call already. It's
Yeah, oh,
this thing with the cats, Bruce. This
I
is not good. This is not good.
Oh,
Listen. Got to think about this with the cats licking off the fucking fingers, Bruce. This is not good, Bruce. I've been sitting here watching it. I
You
love
wonder
you.
why COVID is spreading.
All I see are
No wonder why
now
COVID is spreading in Florida, Bruce, you beast.
Hey, there's somebody who has something to say online. Can I read this? This comes from a Princess
Yeah.
Corey.
A Princess Corey.
Huh?
Mr.
Oh.
Mr. Brian Holtz, Mr. Brian Holtzman, you're a national treasure.
Oh,
Aw,
That's
that's
beautiful.
sweet.
well, you
That's
know,
my
Right.
man.
Now let's
Hi,
bury
Corey.
him.
Still working it.
Corey can't hear, so Brian's good for her because it's
I gotta bug out here. So
no.
Where you gonna go?
I
Whoa,
wanna,
whoa, whoa! Where you going?
He's
I'll
gotta
go-
let
I'll
his
go
cats
and
lick
come
his
back.
nuts.
What did he?
Somebody's husband passed away, and I gotta.
Oh
call.
my God.
Oh, what a way to get out of
Bye,
a fucking
Bruce.
Zoom
So
call.
good to
May
see
I
you.
say hello to Bruce and goodbye to Bruce at the same time? It's very nice to see you, sir.
Bruce,
Nice
great
to
seeing
see
you.
you, Bruce.
It happens every 5 minutes.
I
Donnie,
bet.
So can I come back? Are you gonna be on?
Yes, you can come back on. You can come back on after you say your fake sorries.
Bye,
So I
Bruce.
will come
The
back.
good news is we got some Momo.
Bye, Bruce.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Love
be
you.
back.
Thank you.
Bye, Bruce.
He's on us to play bingo.
He's got to wash the fat cats off his fingers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really worried about him with those cats.
I'm
Now
worried
he's gonna
about
go
it.
smell his finger, rub one out into a tissue of love.
Oh, what you drinking, Shuby? What you drinking, Shuby?
A little vodka soda, Johnny.
My.
buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Schubert,
buddy.
Schubert's drinking? Is that what's going on?
Yes, I could tell.
Holtzman,
No.
are you drinking?
No.
During this whole quarantine, I gave blood. There was a fucking olive in it.
Yeah.
Johnny, what's with
Johnny.
the American flag, Johnny? What's with the American flag?
Hey,
He's an American.
Brian, they have a question for you on the internet. Someone wants to know, why does Brian Holtzman's house look like Anne Frank's attic?
Because I'm a Jew
Eddie
lover.
Torres.
I'm a Jew lover.
Thank you,
Oh.
Eddie
Hey,
Torres.
man. Hell, I might have to jump back on. B's starting to fall. I gotta put B to sleep.
All right.
Oh, come on. What did she get? What's going to happen? What happens if you don't put her to sleep? What's going to happen?
Oh.
What's going to happen to B?
Oh, this
Brian.
guy.
You got to be a little more sensitive. He's got a daughter.
Brian,
Yeah.
somebody thinks your miracle ear is on the fritz.
I can shut this off right away. I can shut.
Eleanor, I'll circle back around.
Okay, I love
Johnny,
you.
good seeing you,
Bye,
buddy.
How do I
Honey.
jump off of this? How do I get off
That's
this?
it. And
You just
leave.
click.
Leave.
Oh,
Tell him
there.
you're innocent. Tell him you're innocent and that you're really white.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Holtzman?
He's a racist pig, and he's showing it right here on Mitzi's birthday of all days. You son of a bitch. There's one race, and that's the human race.
Oh, that's true.
Mitzi, I have a Mitzi story. One time I told her that I accidentally strangled a waitress and put her body underneath the main room stage. And she said, "Don't worry. She was a bitch. You're still going to get spots."
Oh,
Who did he strangle? Who did he strangle?
he said
A
he
waitress.
A waitress.
She said,
Brian.
she said, waitresses are dime a dozen. Who gives a fuck about a waitress? It's about the talent. Fuck the waitresses. They're all whores. They're all whores anyway, looking to get married to rich comics. Fuck them, she said. I said, oh, really?
I feel a little nervous about. I feel like, is that true? Like, did you? I'm nervous now.
Oh yeah, Kim, for sure.
Take
That's
your
a
teeth
true
out.
story.
Take your teeth out. Take your teeth out and think about it. Then put them back in. Kim, please.
Shut up. Leave. What, Brian?
He said, put them slippers down.
God.
He's trying to
You've been
sell
holding
merch, slippers.
Johnny Sanchez said he's got to go put beer. He's probably out drinking alcohol. behind his
Tequila's
duck-
called
Tequila. It's tequila.
If you're gonna be racist, do it smoothly, please.
Yeah.
God. Nobody wants those fucking slippers.
Schubert.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a chub, Brian. Those
Settle
Mitzi's
down.
panties.
You and Bruce's cats, both y'all are disturbed.
Yeah,
Retha,
right?
Hey,
I thought you were tired, Retha. I thought you were tired, Retha.
Not tired of being laughing at you guys.
Hey, Brian,
I'm
did you ever
awake.
kiss Mitzi?
Huh?
Brian, did you ever kiss Mitzi?
With one of those vaginal dams.
How do they taste?
Like a condom.
God.
Come on. You ruined the goddamn
terrifying.
show, Brian.
Nobody's
No.
telling any Mitzi
I
story.
know. Can somebody tell
Good
me
or bad? I had Lois Bromfield on earlier. She was great. You guys.
Well, no,
Jimmy.
Brian just keeps opening up his yapper and ain't.
Wait a
I'll
minute.
tell you a story. I'll tell you.
Lenora, did we
Tell us
miss
your
the A
story.
show? Lenora, did we miss the A show or something? You had Lois Bromfield, you had Dom Irera, you had Dice, you had all these other people. What the fuck is this? What's this shit?
I didn't mean for you to stay into this late hour,
Oh my
Roberta.
God.
I was trying to dignify you by
I
saying
thought-
you wanted a certain time,
Yeah,
not with
just
these
like the old
monsters.
days. Just like the old days. All the fucking
Yeah,
good
this-
guys get the spots and they bring us in for the fucking cleanup.
Yeah,
Right.
I was.
This is the time of the night when shit like this happens.
Yeah,
I'll tell you a
used to going
story.
on after 10.
It's the late crowd.
Wait,
I'll
you guys
tell you a
don't think,
story.
wait a minute, you guys don't think I was around then? Come on. Are you kidding?
Let's hear this Brian
I had to
story.
follow Paul Mooney.
Oh my gosh, that
wow.
is great.
That means you
Wait,
were
not follow him. Not follow him before.
Paul Mooney thought that there was something called racism in this country. I can't believe the humor he had. Anyway, so I have a story. I have a lot of time on my hands because I'm on administrative leave with pay. Anyway, I'm going to get into that. But I had a dream, and I guess it was because Wild Willie Parsons posted something on Facebook about the Dunes Hotel in Las Vegas. So I guess that was subconsciously on my mind, that post in the Comedy Store.
By the way, so far, Brian, this is a great story.
Will you
Continue
leave?
on.
You don't interrupt them.
So, and plus the fact that the Comedy Store is on everybody's mind because we don't know if it's going to be a parking lot. I talked to Scott in La Jolla, and he said that they ordered the parking meters. Anyway,
You realize, Brian, if they paint the building, all of our names that are on there, we're jack shit. There goes our legacy. I say that to people too.
Well, just so you know, my name's on the wall. It's written in black paint.
Smart.
And it's high enough where nobody can pee on it.
that's a funny story. You know, Freeze Love? Freeze Love is painted on the wall, but they installed a heater in the back door going in the hallway, and it's right on top of his name.
That's funny because he's freeze and then it
Yeah, we're
disappears.
trying to
Hey,
freeze.
there's somebody who had a comment about Brian. Can I read it?
Sure.
They say there's stray dogs all over the South Bay. They need your help. They need you to come back to work.
So I have.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go.
All right,
What do you got? You got to go to Temple too? You got to go to Temple too?
No, I have a visitor. Adam's here. So I want to.
Adam Barnhart, ladies and gentlemen. He's being shy today. I don't know why, but
You're gonna tell a story. You're not gonna tell a story. Your big fat head is still.
All right, so let me finish my story. It's not a story, it's a dream. I had a dream. It was in the Dunes Hotel. Alan Stevens was there, so there was a lot of negative energy. Anyway. And I was there. I don't know what I was doing there, but I was there in a dream performing because that would never happen in real life.
Were my teeth in the dream?
Not your teeth. And for some reason, Freddie Soto's widow was there.
okay.
Oh.
Starting
The
to get
profession-
interesting.
You know, she is a professional widow. You know that.
She
right?
is. She's a professional widow. She will not let you forget that she is a widow.
As much as you try to make her forget.
Easy, Wendy.
Get him, Stacey, Wendy.
Go on then.
So that's the story I had trouble. But I used to bring Mitzi, she sat in the back of the OR and everybody would run around, didn't give her any food. This was before they were serving food. and I would give her popcorn from Pink Dot, and she loved that popcorn. And people thought I was doing that to suck up. I didn't do that to suck up.
Yeah, you did.
She was
Yeah, you
hungry.
did.
She was hungry.
No, you were trying to suck up. You were hoping she'd choke on a kernel and think you were funny. I know what you were doing.
Is that really her apple cutter? Is that really her apple cutter?
I'll tell you a funny story. She used to say she wanted a hot tongue sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought she was talking dirty. I never knew there was a hot tongue sandwich from Canners.
Sure. Yeah, sure there is.
Brian, you've crossed some international borders because there's somebody that says they can hear you in all languages right now.
I never heard of a hot tongue sandwich till Mitzi Shore. And you know what else?
Hey, Brian, you never had anybody throw a couple tongue darts in your Harry Moss bucket? That's called a hot tongue.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, you guys.
Really?
Great
Is
to
that
love
you gonna leave on?
Bye, guys.
Bye. Leaving too.
No.
I gotta get to
XOXO.
you guys. I'll see you later. It's good
Okay,
seeing
bye,
you, Brian.
Rita.
Bye,
Bye,
Rita. Yeah.
Show us something, Retha. Show us something, Retha, before you go.
Hey, come on, Brian. That's not nice.
And
Just
then
a little
there
bit.
was
Just a
and
little
then
bit.
there were three. And then there were three.
Wait a minute. What am I,
Four.
chopped liver? Hold
No,
on.
you're
Wait a-
still there. There's
No, you're
four.
still there. Show
Hold
us
on.
something, Roberta. Come on.
Roberta put
hey.
a bra on for this.
I put a bra on for this, and I started at 4 o'clock, so I want
I got news for you. I'm not wearing any underpants, and that probably explains the dandruff on my shoes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you? Holtzman, where are you going, Holtzman?
I want to show you my bunghole.
Please don't. Please
Show us
don't,
where
bro.
the shit rolls out. Show us where it rolls out.
Brian, show us the balloon knot. Show us the fucking chocolate balloon knot, bro.
Another thing, I was at Canners once with Paulie and Mitzi, and I
Can't
never
hear you. Can't hear. Volume's too low.
One time I was at Canners with Paulie and Mitzi, and they used Thousand Island dressing to dip their French fries, and I never knew that. And now to this day, I always get a side of Thousand Island. It's better than ketchup. It's almost 3/4 ketchup anyway, and it was
Brian, you can fix
changed my life. Changed my
Get a
life.
hun- Brian, if you get 100 island dressing, they cut down the ketchup a little bit.
Oh my
Cut
God.
down, it's 100.
How in the fuck did you get past? Jimmy, are you shitting me?
Brian, you really got a sense of what's popular in the social media. You really know how to use it to your advantage. You're better than Dice.
I want to hear if Mitzi ever gave anybody advice for their comedy.
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't give me advice for my comedy, but she did give me some advice in the bedroom.
That's
God.
dirty. Brian,
No,
do you
you're
have anything
dirty,
to say
John.
about that?
Don, you dirty. Brian, give me the panties back.
This is the actual back scratcher that Jimmy Schubert used on many, many occasions to scratch the back of the famous comedy club owner, Mitzi Shore, from the late 80s into the early 90s.
How much are those T-shirts, Brian? Could I buy one of those T-shirts from you?
He needs
These-
another T-shirt.
These
When you-
T-shirts,
You're
this one's
dead
going to
air.
be. I really don't have a price yet on them. I'm not sure. I have to do the math. But for you, Don, 35.
Hey, you want to see my dick?
Oh yeah. So nobody has a story. Nobody has any. You guys are fucking.
I will
this up
say
for
this.
me.
First off, Mitzi, Mitzi was just, obviously, she was a,
Hot piece of ass.
You know what? Don't be a fucking asshole, owner. I'm trying to fucking be nice.
Thank you,
All
Jimmy.
right.
About time.
I love Mitzi because she gave me my opportunity, and that opportunity changed my fucking life. And she not only did it with me, but she did it with everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
every one of us sitting fucking here making stupid jokes. Mitzi provided this environment, and she did it before anybody else did. I mean, if you think about what we do for a living, I mean, you can make a living as a fucking stand-up comic going from club to club. I mean, that never existed. Brian, shut the fuck up. God,
I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake.
You know what? This is what's going to happen when you try to tell a serious
No.
story.
I want you to tell us.
Brian Holtz is going to take your memories and wipe his fucking ass with it.
I thought you were going to say,
Tell a
Brian, take
serious
your
fucking
meds.
story. He's going to fucking wipe your ass with a very personal memory because he's got no soul. He's dead inside. Brian, how many times have I told you? Yell in the front, brown in the back.
Now I have a story. We had a party at Mitzi's house for Jim Carrey was there, and
That was Mitzi's 80th birthday.
Her 80th birthday, 10 years ago
were you
today.
snorting coke? Were you snorting coke over tits then, Holtzman?
and I have a couple of things I want to talk about that particular party. When Don Barris came in, I shouted out to everybody, "He's here! He's here now! Everybody, can I have your attention, please? It's Don Barris!" Remember that, Don?
Who was the only person that applauded?
Mitzi?
Jim Carrey.
No, it wasn't. It was
Yes,
Johnny
it was.
It was Johnny Yoon.
So they got Mitzi and they got the cake, and we're all around Mitzi and Diamond. What's his name?
Barry Diamond.
Barry Diamond's going, Mitzi, do you remember the time? Do you remember and he's trying to tell. And finally I said, just tell her what you want to tell her. She can't remember many years, She was, just tell her, Barry. Don't quiz her. Just tell her what you wanted to say. Kim, is that you?
That's me.
Did he ever tell her?
I'm listening to your story, Brian.
Hey, before you finish your story, Brian, I want to really quick. Somebody has said, does Brian Holtzman win a prize if he walks all the comedians tonight?
Tell him I'll meet him behind the club. The hater. Who's that?
Brian said he'll meet you behind the club with a mask on.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Brian? I started dabbling in ventriloquism, but now that we can all wear masks, I think I got it down.
Oh, that's good, Jimmy.
Kim, there's a person behind you. There is a person behind you.
That's my daughter.
Well, tell her we say hello.
Hey, hi, sweetie.
Wait, hold on.
Hello.
I'm sorry she had to hear any of this. I apologize.
Are you interested in moving? Would you like to perform?
No, it's okay.
She's a model. She's not a.
Yeah, she's a model, Brian. Leave her alone. She's got a future.
She's a model. You have no chance to talk to her. Leave her alone.
Hey, Brian used to model socks on the radio.
What?
Brian was a model too. He's a hand model.
Oh, he was.
Hey,
And then his
fucking Laura
fingers got too
Holmes.
chubby and they fired him.
Laura Holmes says, saddest podcast ever.
Oh,
Fuck Laura Holmes. Tell Laura Holmes she's in her parents' basement playing PlayStation and fucking drinking Red Bull and fucking eating Doritos and beating off to her twat's orange. Fucking she go fuck herself. Who does she get off judging us? That fucking twat. I wouldn't fuck with your dick, Don Barris, if I was mad at her. What a
Don
cunt.
has a big dick,
What
though.
a cunt
That was
she
beautiful.
is. She's a cunt.
But
Jesus, Jimmy.
she's also having fun. It sounds like you've painted a beautiful picture for her.
All right, let me jump to conclusions.
Brian, people keep asking about Karen Wyeth. They ask a lot of questions.
I don't
about
see any of that.
Karen
That's
Wyatt.
not real. I'm kidding. I see
Karen
it right
White,
there.
she's still alive.
They are asking about Karen Watt. That is weird that they're.
Yeah.
There's
Here's
Kim.
a
Hi,
Karen Wyatt story.
Kim.
Smell my
Hi,
finger.
honey. Who's Karen Wyatt?
Karen
Come on.
Wyatt is a woman that I feel very strongly about that just will not succumb to my aggressive nature.
Oh,
You know
Brian,
what?
you're in love?
Hey, if it
You're in
means
love with a
anything-
stripper?
Is she pressing charges,
Brian.
Brian?
No, I'm gonna see her in an episode of 2020 soon, and Hoffman's gonna get convicted.
She's actually said that she wants to do another podcast with the three of us.
She'll do it.
Yes.
How about with the other one?
The other one, no. No, she doesn't want to do it with that. That'll be a deal breaker.
You know what, Brian? I don't know how you're stringing these women along and pretending you're going to let them live in your little Anne Frank house with you. It's just uncomfortable. I mean, like this is. I feel like we're not doing Mitzi a service at all right now. This is almost
No,
bad.
you know how we're doing a service, Eleanor? We're celebrating her life. And we all met each other because of Mitzi.
Absolutely.
And we're all hanging out here. We all became friends because she provided this environment. And look, if people can't tell by listening to this conversation, the Holtzman needs to be quarantined and held down and handcuffed. Well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Jimmy, you sound like you're on house arrest. Are you all right?
Listen, my ankle bracelet's starting to vibrate. Holtzman needs, Brian, this is really an intervention.
Roberta, did you fall asleep? Are you cool?
You know, it's interesting watching this because Jimmy was very sweet. He started to say some really nice things.
Yes, he did.
And then Holtzman, God bless you, like you don't get enough fucking airtime every day. You're on like goddamn website every fucking day with God knows who you get to stand next to you. Some idiot next to you who becomes your cousin or your relative. And I must say, you do make me laugh. You do make me laugh.
Fun of his videos.
You're fucking funny. His videos, they are. But this Jimmy was so sweet and started to say,
He was. Thank you. Let Jimmy talk then.
And poor Kim, she don't know what the fuck's going on. She's just going back and forth. She's shopping or something. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm having a good time. And eventually, we're going to have to lock Bruce up. There's no doubt.
No, there's no question about it. What he did to those cats, and Roberta, you're right.
With the fingers, you know that it's his cock.
Hey, speaking of fingers, how many numbers did you throw in your sausage wallet tonight?
Whatever he's putting on his fingers, he's putting on his penis. I'm telling you that right now.
No, he's going to sniff his fingers. He's going to go sniff his fingers and fucking rub one out into a tissue of love. Speaking of fingers, speaking of fingers, Roberta, do you go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Go ahead, Jimmy. Just finish your story, Jimmy.
Jimmy's not going to be able to remember now. The liquor's talking.
Brian, have some respect.
Yeah, Brian. How about a little respect for some people? She was your
How
friend
about
too.
turning up the volume? I'm Holtzman.
Hey, I will tell you this. Is my favorite story that Mitzi told me.
Okay.
Mitzi told me she never loved Don Barris, and that's why she always put him on last.
Wow, that hurts. I don't think
He's not even a paid regular. He never really got a paid regular. He doesn't have any paperwork or anything.
No, he doesn't have any paperwork, and she didn't like him.
She used him for the camera.
Liked him. That's why she always put him on last. She was hoping he would quit, but he never quit. He was like a case of genital warts. He never quit.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute, we lost Kim. Kim fell.
No, Kim didn't fall.
you all
She's
right?
right
Oh,
there.
she got assaulted again. She got assaulted again.
Oh no, I'm in the bathroom because my
you have to
Let's have a look, Dad. Let's see what's going on.
Where's Lemaire? Where's Lemaire and those jobs?
By the way, Jimmy Schubert, somebody wants to know, does Jimmy have any new material? Smell my finger.
Hey, let me tell you something, Don.
I'm just reading what they say. I'm reading what they say.
Why don't you type back? Have you ever written any material, cunt, before you chime in on a professional comedian's fucking podcast?
Do you want me to type that in?
Funnier in my sleep than this fucking cocksucker is.
But we don't. You called it a woman.
Don,
we don't know.
You're
we don't know.
gloves but no vest.
We don't know if it's a woman.
Oh
Silly slide tie.
Wait a minute. Did he call me by my last name? It's Kent. It's not cunt.
Oh, no, I said,
moving into cunt?
My bad.
Sorry,
Roberta. Sorry. That happens. People.
No, I got mixed up. I thought it was a soft C instead of a hard K.
Yeah. Don,
Speaking
help
of
me,
hard,
Don.
I got another Mitzi story.
Help me, Don.
What do you need help with? Show some respect to ladies.
The schmuck of the gas station outfit. What is this?
Oh, really? Really, Don? How many? Don, why don't you show everybody the ankle monitor you're wearing?
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Brian, is that Mitzi's fucking Adam
Yeah,
chopper?
that's her apple cutter.
I got your apple cutter right here. Danny, put those away. Look at his balls are out. Oh, look at that.
Pretty
Hey,
impressive.
oh, whoa,
Pretty
whoa.
impressive.
Hey, I want to ask them, what is it you guys are looking at? Eleanor, what is it you guys are looking at?
Like out the window, you mean?
No, that you're looking here and the people are saying something, because I don't know from that. I don't know.
Oh, on the side, there's a live chat going on the Comedy Store.
How many people are in the live chat?
There's over 4.
It says
Over
53.
4. It's a fans only account, and eventually some of you girls are gonna have to pop out your breasts to keep these people involved in it.
That's a lie. Don't listen to her.
No,
What did we do?
no,
Did we lose everybody?
a couple of friends have asked me about that, whether there was going to be a live thing. They asked me that.
What'd you tell them? What'd you tell them?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I said, go on the Comedy
All
Store
right.
Live, whatever.
I don't know if you remember Laura Haynes, who had commented before and nobody liked her comments. She now says, I hate these people.
Laura.
Oh, it's a shame she doesn't have much of a life. She's sitting around watching a podcast where she hates everybody. Why doesn't she go chew on a large caliber round and blow the top of her fucking head off? And
Jesus Christ, Jimmy.
Way to go, Jimmy.
Yeah, you're stealing my. That's my line.
Maybe I should be more considerate of this twat.
I
sorry, that was
like
out of line.
haters. I think haters are good people. They need
Well,
love
what about
too.
the 7-Up cake I've been hearing so much about, Eleanor?
Oh my God, so many people have asked for the 7-Up cake. Earlier they were asking, where's my 7-Up cake?
What's
Yeah, it looks so good, Ellen. I want one.
You want one too? I got to make one for
Yeah.
Jimmy. Maybe I'll make 2.
Yeah, but by the way, 7-Up cake's code for, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, hey, right now I've got a little bit that I've been working on. It's
I'm gonna
called
throw a
items
couple
of.
tongue darts in your 7-Up cake, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Right now, what we have is I have a new bit for this special for Mitzi. It's called items of interest.
That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted. That's copyrighted.
Brian, is that copyrighted?
That's copyrighted. Yeah.
Brian, are those
Copywritten.
are
Copywritten.
those Mitzi's underwear? Is that what you're trying to sell?
Yes, these are the $100. These are Mitzi's underwear that Schubert gave to me.
Do you have any other Mitzi souvenirs?
And the back scratcher that Jimmy
I
used.
got
to
one,
scratch
Don.
it.
Hey,
Okay,
Don,
you-
I got a souvenir. I got
like to
these
hear-
genital warts. The side genital warts. I'm going to put them up on eBay. You want to?
Eleanor, what's the feed called? I want to tell somebody.
kidding.
What's it called? Facebook
YouTube,
Live?
the comedy store. It's YouTube,
Hey,
the comedy
Eleanor,
store.
Eleanor, aren't you glad you asked everybody to do this fucking podcast?
Listen, I've never been more envious of Mitzi. I never want to do this again. I want to be
Comedy Store.
Tell Jimmy I need my refrigerator fixed.
Jimmy. Are you showing us your genital warts? What the fuck is happening right now?
No, he's making fun of me because I'm wearing a work shirt.
What is
Oh
it?
my God, it's Jeff Scott behind you fucking
Oh
cocksucker.
no.
Brian Holtzman, that's copyrighted. Brian Holtzman, that's copyrighted. That's copyrighted, Brian Holtzman.
Copywritten.
Copywritten. Copyrighted. You get off this show with Mitzi's underwear.
Jesus, Jeff's asshole's copywritten as well. That
That's
thing's got
cool.
that
That's
thing
cool.
looks like an old
Wait a
Texas
minute.
bit.
Brian, what's this picture you're showing?
Yeah. What is the picture of?
This is San Antonio, Texas in 1990. 94.
Brian, when was that?
That was the time Carlos Mencia did 2 hours before I went on.
Brian, was that the Showtime? That was the Showtime.
Right. That's
Oh,
my
here's
mom.
one. Oh,
I know.
here-
I met your mom.
we got a real
That
fucked
was
up
the
dude in
Showtime
here.
Laugh
There's-
Festival.
There's a guy by the name of Dave Lerman who says, Eleanor, you rock. You are fucked up.
You don't know that. He could be a good person.
You know, we got to get a hold of Scott Day. Scott Day was the talent coordinator, and he was something else.
Is that
No,
what
he
you-
was
I
great,
talked to-
Brian. He's in a gutter in the Bowery in New York. If you
No,
want to
that's
ring him
not
up and him up on
true.
Zoom.
I talked to Scott Day 2 days ago, and he is in Indonesia. He's hanging out between Indonesia and Africa.
Who's
Oh,
coughing?
is that right?
Who's coughing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get him off of the big screen.
That's me coughing.
Kim,
Yeah.
are you all
Get
right?
Brian off the big screen.
No, I'm smoking some weed. I smoke weed.
You're smoking. You're getting high right now.
Yeah, I'm smoking a joint.
Jeff just came over to cough on us. Don's getting in his COVID outfit.
Don's head serves as a second penis head when he's.
Oh, that's funny. That's witty.
Is that what is this? I like this. Oh, Beatles. Okay.
The Beatles ruined the country.
Brian, let me ask you a question. When you see people out with the mask on, does that get you hard?
It's not totally hard, but I do feel that liquid forming in the bottom of my ball sack.
Okay.
You know, that little throb. You know, yeah.
I love that Don's fucking putting the mask on and he's putting the lotion on the gloves.
No, I'm with Don. You don't know what just happened.
Where's Bruce Smirnoff? I'm going to call him back and see if he can get back on here.
He's
I'm
got
not-
both those fingers up his cat's asses right now, Brian. He'll be fine.
Hey, Gregory Riley says, "Happy birthday, Mitzi." And
Happy birthday, Mitzi, is why we're here. Happy birthday, Mitzi.
Happy birthday, Mitzi.
Hey, Brian, this is something, a little tip for your career. They say you need to be in the next Police Academy movie to use all your sound effects.
What is this?
Okay, no problem. All right, thanks.
Who are you calling, Brian?
That was Bruce. That was Bruce Smirnoff. He said he's still on with the woman who lost a loved one.
Oh my God! You really did call him.
Oh yeah, I've got every comic except Fraser Smith in here.
Why? Why except Fraser?
They say the records don't go back that far.
You got the next thing. I'll get some of the oldies but goodies for you, Eleanor. I'll get you Fritz Coleman. I'll get you a lot of the oldies but goodies.
Yeah, next time I'll put you in charge of it. I feel like I didn't really. I thought I could monitor this properly.
No, you know something. The guys are fun. The guys are funny. You know something. It's this is what it's about. All of us. All of us. You know what I
There's
mean?
a guy here by the name of Stooks. He's never seen Don in his life.
Don Barris?
Well, congratulations.
He's never seen you, John?
They've never seen me in their life. I envy the position and the feelings you're going through right now.
And somebody else is bong ripping from Mitzi Shore. That's very nice. Bong rips. That was Kim. Was that you, Kim, that put that in there?
No, I smoke like not a bong.
Well, does anybody else have a story? Because
Hey, Kim, you missed it. I had tell Kim, I had LaBoca would called me up.
Oh yeah, we had Suzanne Sue.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Are you serious?
I swear, if she was already drunk, but she called me like about 9:30, and she was already. The minute she found out I was doing the Zoom,
Now, what is she up to now?
She's in Palm Springs. She's in Palm Springs.
I heard she was going door to door selling Visine to private eyes. Is there any truth to that?
The dogs, the Sing Eye dogs, the Sing Eye.
No, I heard she became a used hubcap salesman.
No, I think she rescues dogs.
Oh, really? What a shocker. What a shocker.
No, she just
woman
works with
that
the
rescues animals late in her life.
The
What
guide
a
dogs, the
shocker.
guide dogs of the desert. The guide dogs,
Guide dogs in the desert. Some of those dogs actually fucking made themselves blind.
Brian, you know this is a video. Why are you putting up pictures, old headshots of you being pissed off?
Yeah, Brian.
This is the day I found out they made Don Barris a paid regular.
Greatest day in the history of this fucking club.
Oh, really, Don?
Yeah, really, Jimmy. Really, for real.
Yeah,
No, I
because
think
gotta
the
tell you,
greatest-
nobody makes those fucking 3 people at fucking 2 a.m. laugh like you do.
That's true, actually.
I've been there several
That's very
nights.
true.
I've been there several nights where Don had to jump in the audience and actually tickle people to get laughs.
Shut up.
That's not true. I do it with talent.
Is that what you call it?
Let's try to be nice to one another.
Why would you rip on me, Jimmy? Why would you
Because I
rip on
love
me?
you, Don.
No,
you know
you
I
don't.
love you.
No, you
Hey,
don't.
Don, it's a form of affection.
Joe Smith of the 80s. Jimmy Stewart.
That's Mitzi's 75th birthday. You recognize that, Jimmy, don't you?
Whose
Yeah, that was-
75th birthday?
Mitzi.
That was Missy's birthday. I blew out the candles and I blew a fucking hole in a raisin hole. Holtzman. It was so hot today, somebody lost a tin on the sidewalk. That's how fucking hot it was today. Somebody lost a tin on the
What
sidewalk.
is wrong with you? All right, we got to wrap this up, guys.
No, we don't. Let's keep it going.
Okay, I'm gonna go. It was
Kim,
fun.
I love
Bye,
you.
Kim.
I'm
love you,
sorry.
Kim. I love
Very
By the
nice.
way, I
Hey,
don't know if
Kim.
you guys know in all the silliness, I don't know if you guys realize that the Washington Redskins changed their name. I don't know if you guys knew they changed their name
to
the DC Redskins.
Okay.
If I may say this before Kim leaves, it's very nice to see you. I've always thought of you as a lovely, classy lady, and it's nice to see you have a wonderful daughter too. So thank you. Nice to see you, Kim.
And we love seeing Cameron around here.
Yes.
Yeah, Don,
Cameron doing stand up
We
now. your
have
son.
seen Cameron, and it is funny.
yeah, my son loves you, Don.
Thank you.
And I told him, remember Don when we used to do LA Cabaret?
Yes, I do. That
Yeah,
was
I remember
whatever
the
it
LA
was.
Cabaret.
Yeah,
And
we-
Don was so I always got along so well with Don. I always
You know
loved
what?
Don.
Jimmy couldn't go over there to the LA Cabaret. There was no owner to fuck.
Don,
Okay,
remember
because it was the guy who owned it.
Yeah,
No.
that's why. But
Ray, but Jeff Wayne used to book it. But I used to do the Humerator comic for the
Jeff
21st.
Wayne.
Remember the comic? Remember the Humerator, Don? I used to
Not-
do Humerator comic for the 27th century.
At
Not
the LA
really.
Cabaret.
it's like
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Maybe it was before your time.
funny stuff like that I sometimes forget.
Hey, Don.
Yes.
Look at him yelling. I like when it goes to the single.
I wish we could hear what he's saying.
Jimmy,
I
did,
like your glasses. They look good on you.
did you
Thank
mute
you.
yourself?
Seriously,
What's
I
that?
like them.
Did you mute yourself? We can't hear you, Jimmy. And if you did mute yourself, show Brian how to do that.
Hey, Don, before we wrap up, why don't you do your funny joke?
Oh, man. Do your joke that you haven't found on a Dixie cup then, okay?
Oh, fuck,
Oh, this is
man.
getting hot in here, man. Hello, Corey.
Red Band is watching us and filming it in virtual reality. So our hats are off to Red Band. He's really, he's a trailblazer in technology that a lot of us don't even are familiar with. So
He's so Red Band.
Red Band is the king of the podcast father.
Okay.
Why don't you just, he is your producer.
Yes.
He's the podfather, Don, you fuck. He's the podfather.
Whoa, somebody.
Eleanor,
Everybody
Eleanor,
who's ever done
Eleanor,
anything in
I'm
fucking
gonna go.
podcasting.
I'm gonna
Came
go.
through Red Band.
I wanna watch.
Came through Red Band, Don.
Roberta,
I want to watch the 11 o'clock news and see all the stories about Regis Philbin. I look forward to this shit.
Roberta.
Thank you, Roberta.
Nice seeing you, Roberta. Nice seeing you.
Roberta,
the
great
way,
seeing you. It's a it's a shame that Regis Philbin died and Don Barris doesn't even have a cold.
Oh, God damn, you're funny, Jimmy. God.
Brian, you know how I love you, Brian.
I love you too.
Hey, by the
you're the
way,
best.
hey, Brian.
Jimmy,
Brian.
Jim, nice meeting you. I didn't know.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you,
Don,
Roberta. Take it easy.
Bye,
Don.
Roberta.
Bye, Roberta.
Bye,
Do it
everybody.
again. It was a lot of
And then
fun.
you were three.
There is a
And then
Princess
you were
Corey
fucking
Como
three.
that left a message.
Hey, listen, I'm just so glad I got the thing hooked up and I could do it. That's all I give a shit about.
Yeah. Now, does that computer you're working with have a clutch on it? What's going on over there?
Princess Corey wants to say, "Oh, hi, Mr. Holtzman."
Oh shit, Princess. Oh, hello, Corey. Look at you, Holtzman. Look at you, Holtzman.
Okay, I'm going. I love you all.
Kim, love you.
Bye,
Thank
Kim.
you.
Bye, guys.
Love you, Kim. See you later,
Love you.
baby.
Bye, Brian.
Is the sheriff at the door?
I think we lost Johnny Sanchez too.
We lost Sanchez a long time ago.
He's not circling back because of all Holtzman's racist jokes.
No, he's from.
They want to
Johnny
know if there's a
Sanchez had no
possibility.
choice because Johnny Sanchez had no choice to become a comedian because he's from San Joaquin Valley.
That was worth interrupting me. Thank you, Jimmy. Anyway,
I'm
there's a
done.
message.
It's not a dry cough. It's just a regular cough. It's not a dry cough. I don't have chills. I'm not overheating. I don't have COVID-19. I'm not part of the pandemic. I feel fine. I feel fine.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Brian.
Hey, I like my COVID like I like my women. 19, easy to spread.
Oh.
Listen, Don.
Uh-oh, I'm ready for it. Go ahead, Jimmy. Here comes some funny.
Don, why don't you say you watch back to 1987 so you become relevant again?
Yeah, okay. That's funny as hell.
Come on, Don.
It's just a
you really
cough.
like that
It's just a
Hey,
cough
Don.
because I'm laughing so hard. It's not a COVID-19
Hey, Don.
cough. Just a regular cough, you know.
Hey, Brian.
Just a.
Brian, let Don do some warm-up so the joke I'm about to tell is going to be really funny.
Let's not get into it, jumping Jimmy.
Can I ask you a question? Jimmy,
Let's
Yo.
not get into it.
has Mitzi ever tried to make you do certain things on stage? Not that way. Don't
No, but she threw a couple tongue darts in my fart box one night. No, I'm kidding. No, she was never like that. You know, Mitzi was one of the, all fucking kidding aside. Mitzi.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, fuck you, Don.
No, do
Fuck
it,
you.
do it, stop.
Mitzi was just gave me an amazing opportunity in my life. And not only me, but everybody else involved in the Comedy Store, Don and Brian as well.
How about the guy who got thrown off the building? That didn't work out for him, huh?
Yeah, and I heard you called the next day and asked if there were any fallouts. You fucking savage. Now listen, Mitzi, sure, as I refer to the Comedy Store, it's Mitzi's home for wayward middle acts. I'm referring to Don and Brian in particular.
Speak for yourself, middle act. I'm a headliner, god damn
Hey,
it.
by the way, Eleanor, did you get your message? Middle Act Magazine called and said you got the cover. We're doing a whole piece
Thank
on
you.
co-MCs. Can I finish my fucking story about how much
Please.
Mitzi meant in my life?
Please.
I love fucking Mitzi, and as we all do. And listen, the only reason we know each other is because we all fucking ventured out to chase our fucking dreams. And Mitzi provided this environment for us all to do so. And she may not have been the most easiest person, but for me, I got along great with her. I know Holtzman got along great with her. I know Don did as well. And so did you, Eleanor. You loved her and you took care of her. And
Absolutely.
And she was just, listen, she was one of a kind. I mean, she launched so many fucking careers. And not only so many fucking amazing careers, but so many sub-careers.
Yeah.
When I say sub-careers, I'm speaking
What do you
about
mean?
Don
What do you mean? What do you mean by sub-career? I've never heard that.
Well, listen in, Frank.
He's talking about you, Brian. A sub.
It's a laughing cough. It's not a sick cough.
No, it's a dry cough. It's like the heat in Arizona, you fuck. Now listen. Hey, Brian, how's your neck?
How would he know?
Eleanor, are you getting the fuck out of LA?
I don't know yet.
I heard you're moving in with.
After this podcast, I got to. I think they're going to ask us to leave.
I heard you're going to move in with Brent Ernst.
Yes, I'm going to move in with Brent Ernst.
Everybody's getting canceled. Cha cha cha. Everybody's getting canceled. Cha cha cha. Everybody's getting canceled. Hey, listen, I heard Crystal Lee couldn't even get a boner unless the chick has a umbilical cord hanging off her navel.
Hey, come on. No reason to be rude.
No, I'm not being rude. I'm
Brian's
just fucking
holding
around.
up Mitzi's underwear for Christ's sake. Let's try to keep this thing respectable.
Hey, Brian, why don't you overnight those to me?
That's Mitzi's apple cutter.
I can bring them over right away.
Are you selling all these? Yeah. Did you rob Boone Shakalaka? What the fuck? What is all
Hey,
this?
Brian, turn those underwear inside out. Let everybody see those things look like a high school parking lot.
Can't.
All these items are available on my Venmo. Just send $100 and your address, and I'll mail it off.
Whose underwear are they?
Mitzi's and mine. Also, this
You guys get in them together?
Well, Schubert tells me he got in there together with him and I don't want to mention names.
Oh, go ahead at this point.
Peter
Yeah,
Chen.
Brian, why you holding back?
This will be a copy. This will not be the original. This will be a copy. It'll still be $100 though.
I just want to say I came in here to pay tribute. I didn't know I was going to get roasted by Schubert.
Go ahead, buddy. You're on.
And I didn't know Holtzman was going to be so loud and ruin the entire
Hey,
show.
Bruce, I got Bruce Smirnoff. Bruce Smirnoff is back. Go ahead, Bruce.
Oh, okay. I'll come back on. All right. I'll go to the link.
Okay.
Thank
Bruce
God.
Smirnoff coming back on.
Thank
I
God.
have swamp ass. I've been sitting here for 3.5 hours.
This is the back
I got
scratcher.
news for you. You got swamp front as well. Brian, is
Thank
that?
you. Can you smell that from here?
Let me tell you something.
Is it time to say goodbye?
Well, you
Brian,
better-
can I fucking rub one out on that t-shirt like fucking Monica Lewinsky with a stain on it?
Yeah, this is it probably has some Schubert semen on there. I know that for sure. Schubert,
There's somebody
Schubert-
that wants to know does Brian Holtzman have a laminated certificate of sanity?
Oh, that's very funny comment. Tell that person they can fuck themselves.
Jesus, Brian. We're trying to say hello to your producer, Red Band, who is
All
watching-
right. Red Band. We're going to have another dead air on Wednesday. We haven't booked it yet, though. I'm not sure who we're going to have.
Now, what happened? Why is he producing your podcast? Did you lose a bet?
Because he's the best. He's the best. That's why.
Thank God.
The guy could pull up your birth certificate in less than 2 seconds.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are farts lumpy? Because if not, I just shit myself.
Sometimes they can be lumpy. Sometimes they're loose. A lot of times, most of the times, they're wet. So you'll have to check. Do a finger check. What I'll do is just take 2 fingers and I stick them down there, and I can tell if it's wet or if it's
Now,
loose.
why do you use 2 fingers? In case you want a second opinion? What happens?
Well, if you use one, you might get leakage.
think we
If
should
you use
walk
2,
away.
you can get the feces right on the bottom of the fingers, and you keep that in the pocket and take it out in one piece.
Okay, listen, Mitzi does not like shit humor, so she gave us the light, and we have to wrap it up.
Oh, wait, Bruce is in the Zoom waiting room. Bruce is in the Zoom waiting room.
He's in the Zoom waiting room. Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Is there anybody in the Zoom waiting room?
Bruce tells me he is. He sent me a text.
Well, let's see what Bruce did with his cats, but I lost Don Barris.
Well, I'm glad.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back, Jimmy. He's coming back. He's alive. It is alive.
My monster lives.
Oh, this is T-shirt number 573. This is T-shirt number 575.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
Oops. Somebody wants me to do something in show business. I'm going to do everything I can to
Hey, Bruce is back. Bruce is gonna get me on the. Bruce is gonna get me on the cruise ships on the early show, the family show.
Anytime you want. There's one leaving in the morning.
Bruce.
Hey, Bruce, can you get me on a
No
lifeboat?
way that there's one leaving in the morning. There's no way.
No, I was just on the phone with.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Can you?
Jeff Scott is joining me now.
Yes.
Oh, God, Jeff. Hi.
Hey, Bruce, where do you live in Florida? You live in South Miami or you live in Miami?
I live in Delray Beach, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm gonna move to Boynton. I'm getting the fuck out of this shithole.
Are you serious?
I'm coming down there next week. I'm looking into it.
You can stay at my place if you need to, for as long as you need to crash.
Now,
As long as
if I put 9 lives on my ball sack, will those cats look it off and not say anything they may?
That's their favorite thing to do.
No,
Obviously.
come on.
How happy. Look
Why
how
do you think
refreshed.
why do you think he's here grinning? He just gets
Let me-
now he
let me
lick
just-
his ball sack and also takes the hair off.
That's so nice.
Let me just say one thing, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce.
This has been so much fun tonight, and the reason I've been living here, I left New York to come here, but I left LA in 01. I came here in 03. The problem is I have some dear friends here, but nobody gets the fucking jokes down here. You know, I know how funny I am in real life, and nobody thinks I'm funny down here. And
You'll fit right in, Jimmy.
the reason is that it's so fucking strange. Everyone here that's my age, I'm 60, going to be 64 soon. They're they're all on psychotropic medication. So they have no highs and they have no lows. So they're all like zombies. And I know, we all know as comedians when we're funny, and we have that self-monitor camera. And I know, I'm not 24/7 funny, but when I'm being funny and my friends are just sitting there like looking at me like that, and that's everybody down here. And that's why it's so great.
So what are you talking? What's the point? Are you gonna make a point, Bruce? Or are you just gonna?
That I miss
Brian, he's saying a lot of these people have fucking psychotropic medication and Pez dispenser. These fucking lifeless, soulless fucking cunts. You know, I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
I didn't mean to say lifeless and soulless.
Hey,
these
sugar,
fucking people.
Let's not talk about your career, Jimmy.
Okay, first off, cock breath, settle down there, fucking poop basket.
Are you talking to me or Jeff?
Yeah.
Just
No,
out
I'm
of
talking to
curiosity.
Jeff. I'm talking to Jeff.
Hi, Bruce.
Long time no see.
You look great, buddy. It's annoying. You should be older.
I should be. I know. Thank you.
Jeff, you don't look great, by the way. And good job. Jesus, what you hitting the head with a bag of fucking nickels?
Yeah,
Jimmy, Jesus Christ.
Jimmy, I can smell the last prostitute still on your twat. I don't know.
Whoa, easy.
That's below the belt. That's below the belt.
Don Barris is back.
Oh, no.
Speaking of below the belt, how's Don Barris doing?
He's right here.
Hey, Don.
Now,
Don, if you ever want to know, on a sidebar, you'll get my phone number or you get my email from Eleanor, and I'll let you know what happened to Goldstein, because I don't think you know the whole story, and I'll let you in on what happened to Danny. And
Danny fucking Stone used to shit in a fucking piece of tissue paper and stick it in Mark Goldstein's pillow.
No, he used to shit on the towels when they lived at the Havenhurst Lanai.
Yes, he did.
And they used to get letters. They used to get letters from the management company, and it has come to our attention that we are finding fecal matter in the sheets.
Can I tell you a quick
They had to
Mark
do it.
Goldstein story?
And they would knock the corn niblets out of the towel and send it to him in an envelope.
Oh my God. All right.
Bruce, can I tell you a quick story about
no, please.
Mark Goldstein? He stayed with me for a while, and I remember the first time I caught him jerking off. You know how he jerks off?
Like an animal on his stomach.
On his stomach, and he fucks the floor.
Right. We used to have to throw cold water on him to stop him from masturbating.
Bro, let me tell you
My
something right
God.
now. Yeah, do you ever tell your story time you auditioned for fucking Once Upon a Time in America with De Niro, and De Niro stepped on his foot?
No, he didn't tell me that, but I know he auditioned for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the fucking Hyatt next door, and De Niro steps on his foot. He goes, "What is this, acting 101, babe? What is this act?" Mark, let me tell you, Mark Goldstein was possibly one of the funniest fucking people he ever met in his life. And the only thing you do to stop him from being so funny was put a microphone in his head.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
No,
I'm serious.
Eleanor, he's right. He was. the
I know. I saw him
But on
perform.
stage, he was terrible. But
I
everywhere
know.
else, he was brilliant.
No, off stage he was fucking hilarious. In fact, one night I watched him jump in the audience and actually tickle people to get some laughs out of him because he
Oh
couldn't
my
get.
God.
He
All
was
right.
no but hey, he was no
That's the
Danny
second
Stone.
time you've used that joke.
No, it's
He was
not.
no
It's like the
Danny
fifth.
Stone.
It was no Danny Stone. All right. I love you guys. I want to wrap this up though. You don't understand. We've been on for 3.5 hours.
I'll come on anytime you want, Eleanor.
What will become of me?
Thank
I'll
you.
have nothing to do. I'm alone here.
Oh, Brian, do you want to stay on? I'll just leave you on, and then I'm leaving.
Hey, Brian. I mean, and Frank, listen.
Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, let me just tell you this. There's somebody that said, if Don Barris is back, I'm back. And that's the audience speaking right there.
Oh, wow. That's the audience speaking. And they must have no taste at all.
Jimmy, you're very drunk, and I love you.
Not everybody.
No, I'm not drunk at all, Eleanor. I've only had 2 cocktails. Okay, I'm not even fucking drunk. I'm Irish. I'm taking about 4 or 5 of these motherfuckers to get me on tilt. Get Don Barris out of here. He's ruining the whole operation.
He left. He's out. You kicked him out.
Thank God. He's
You
probably
kicked
on
him
his
out.
way.
He's what? You didn't tell any Mitzi stories. He's back.
What did
I was trying to tell a Mitzi story, but every time he did, Eleanor, someone shut me the fuck down.
Not
all right?
me.
Not me.
I love Mitzi. Happy birthday to Mitzi. And thank God for Mitzi because we all have a fucking lifestyle. Even Don with his fucking Power 106 FM hat.
I forgot to tell you, Mitzi gave me this this award. This is a comic of the year award. Mitzi gave this to me, and I forgot to
really?
give it up. Yeah.
Brian.
I didn't know she gave out Comic of the Year award.
Brian, just so you know, this is the last note Mitzi wrote to me, and I'll read it to you. Dear Jimmy, you and your Irish hammer have made me so happy. But I will say this. The 2 people I can't stand on this planet is Don Barris and Jeff Scott. But I do love you so much. You bring so much joy and happiness to me. And I love being on the business end of your flesh musket.
I know.
I
know that
certainly
you're.
love when
Hey.
you fucking when you fire off the flesh musket with the Tyler juice down my goozle chute.
I know that you're
knew
not
I
reading
was-
that. Hey, Jimmy, I know you can't read, so this is bullshit.
Yeah. Mitzi told me that she didn't care for Don either. She only used him because he had the camera. He had the camera, you know.
He was just there to make everybody feel better about
Let
themselves.
me see that award she gave you, Brian.
I would like to see that award too. You fucking idiot. Hey, I smell success. Let me go the other way.
Hey, Don, you smell that? That's the 6th
Yeah,
week smell of
That's
success.
me.
Think of it.
That's cocaine. That's cocaine and alcohol mixed together in your shirts.
Thank you, Mitzi. Thank you. I love you, Mitzi. Thank you. Thank you.
Dirty Jimmer Schubert. You're
I-
a dirty man. And Mitzi was lucky to have you. I
What?
mean, you were lucky to have Mitzi.
Hey, Jeff.
Wrap it up.
Jeff,
Now,
you
time to go. Bye,
Jeff, you want a
everybody.
piece of this flesh musket? I'm fucking big for it on eBay, bitch.
All right, guys, promote your YouTube or whatever the fuck. I'm
Follow
getting
me
out of
on-
here.
Follow my Twitter at simply_Don1.
I'm going to hang out with Brody.
Dead air on.
Hey,
You
Eleanor,
can
you know what to do?
Hey,
in Major-
Holtzman,
Eleanor,
you want me to do the show Wednesday with you?
I have to talk to Red Band first.
Hey, Eleanor, you know what those fucking Major League Baseball's doing all those cutouts in the fucking stands?
I do.
It's just a matter of time before in Philly they throw one of those cutouts out of the fucking ballpark.
They were fighting with one another today.
Anyway, I love you guys. I really
love
do.
you guys.
I love you guys so much.
Those glasses are kind of thick, Schubert. You got Coke bottle glasses, huh?
Brian, when I wear these at night and I walk down the street, cars flick their high beams at me.
I feel like I went back in time with these fucking jokes. Bruce, do you have anything to
Hey,
promote?
speaking of back in time, as you twat, let's say you twat back to 1975.
You don't have to, Jimmy. It looks
How
like
many
it's
abortions? How many
1975 down there.
abortions have you had? 18?
You can't
Nobody
even
wants
get.
to
I
fuck
don't
that
need
haunted
an
house
abortion.
for
I can't
pussy
get
of yours.
pregnant.
Nobody wants to fuck that haunted house for pussy of yours, Eleanor. It's like a Scooby-Doo episode. If it wasn't for
The
you
babies
dead
kill
meddling
themselves.
kids, mommy would have got away with it.
Is that Red Band doing the virtual show?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Red
And a
Band
shout
said-
out to
Red-
Brian Holtzman.
To Brian Redband.
To Brian Redband.
Red Band just fucking sent me a dick pic. I don't know if it's his or somebody else's.
Yeah, go ahead, Eleanor. Plug my plug the podcast, Eleanor, please.
Dead Air podcast with Brian Holtzman. He's got a
Hey,
lot
Eleanor,
of
go ahead
items
and
of
plug your
interest.
asshole while you plug it back.
My asshole's always plugged, Jimmy. I keep anal beads in. You know this. What are you showing me?
Papa, 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 ooh, mow, mow. Papa, ooh, mow, mow. Papa, papa, papa,
Jimmy,
ooh,
you're
mow.
drinking alone and I'm not worried about you.
I'm not drinking alone. You don't even know where I'm going. You don't even know what's going on.
Jack in USA.
You don't know what's going on, bro.
You got Mitzi over there?
I got a girl here and she's wearing a Mitzi mask.
Did Lemaire do her hair so it would feel authentic?
No, Lemaire did her fucking pubes. She dyed them blonde.
I can't believe Lemaire logged off because Holtzman wanted to see her tits. That's nice. Like, we don't have enough problems.
Yeah, like no, yeah, we would be the only ones that haven't seen them.
Okay, I love you guys. We're logging off.
Thank you.
Lila,
Thank you.
bitches.
Thank
Love
you
you
so
guys.
much. Love you guys.
Right? Oh,
Get me out of here.
Turn it off in the middle of Schubert talking.
It's always funny to turn off Schubert. They're still going. Did you shut it off, Mike? Oh, thank God. Jesus Christ.